There we go. Hello.
Hello, all.
Welcome. It's chocolate time for Ori.
I thought we were live, and then I found out we were not.
Yeah,
It
I
is
wanted to
jelly
say hello
bean
to
and tea time for Mars.
my friend, just chilling, waiting for
Yes.
the countdown, and immediately
You know,
she thought it
'cause
was stream
there are
time.
times we talk outside of stream, of course, and outside of the comic.
Indeed.
I know, right? Imagine that.
Usually
Crazy.
it's anime then, though.
Usually it
Hello,
is. Hello, Nicole.
What a nice
Good
time to see
you.
you on a comic corner, huh?
Yes. Yes, as per the schedule, it is switched up this week.
Indeed.
Comic Corner is tonight.
I'm drinking so much water. I'm so thirsty.
I mean, that's a
A
good
full
thing.
comic corner day, indeed.
Yes,
A nice little-
absolutely.
Nice little change. It's nice to have a little mix-up. Allows some other people to come.
Exactly. They
stream.
get to see a little bit more of what we do, and that's fun.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah, I didn't draw Sinet's webbies.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah,
I thought something was missing.
it's just what happens sometimes. That's why I'm happy
This
to.
is why, guys, we have checks and balances.
Yeah.
Ori draws it first, then I color in the flat, and whatever I don't color, Ori's like, well, that's weird. Why didn't Mars color this in? Oh, it doesn't exist.
Yep. Many times.
Or it does exist, and it's not supposed to be there. Like
That happens
Hotsun's
too.
second Ahoge.
Yeah. So a little while ago, guys. A little while ago, Mars
A
is
whole
like,
20
Ori.
minutes.
No. Before that, Mars is like, Ori, you
Oh,
missed.
you're going
you
way
missed
back.
a Hotsun Ahoge, and this was, I'm pretty sure, on a Comic Corner stream. He's like, oh, like,
It was.
I don't see Hotsun's thing. You missed it. You forgot it. Like, oh God. Okay, well, that's something I'll have to fix. And then today, I'm going through and I'm, cleaning everything up, coloring certain things, and I see, there it is. There's the missing. Okay, I gave Hotsun 2
Surprise!
in this panel. He's so funny.
Because when I was coloring it, I was like, hold the phone. Hotsun doesn't have a second Ahoge. It's only been the second one. Even if it's like a back view of him. So
Yep,
I was like,
he always just has one.
Ori, I think he adopted an Ahoge
Yep.
that he should not have.
He found a lost one.
He did find a lost Ahoge and he took it in.
But Nicole asks, what? I've lost my brain. Hold on a second.
Oh dear.
What Outcast character do we relate to the most?
Ooh. I gotta say, I feel Sinet. I feel Sinet very hard.
Sinet's a good one. Sinet's a good one. My boy is Milano, and I definitely project a lot onto Milano.
I was about to say, do you really relate to Milano the most?
I think so, in the sense of I definitely project onto him a lot. He's like
Okay,
my
that's
boy.
fair.
There's definitely a lot of things that I'm like, we're talking about Milano. I'm like, yeah, this is me, but Milano. I'm like, yes, my
It's
boy.
like, yes, vibe.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you've gotten better, Winnie. You're always getting better.
I'm so
Azar.
glad to hear that.
I'm always getting better. There's never not getting better. So it's hard to say you're ever bad because it's all subjective, and 2, you're always improving. So when are you good, I don't know. But if you feel like you're improving, to me that's the best thing. When you look at your art and damn, that's good. You're like, ooh, yeah, I did good there. That's the best feeling. And that's why I highly recommend always save your work. And I'm not talking about because your computer
You
crashed.
can
I mean,
see the
don't
growth.
throw
Well,
out your
that
old
too, guys.
sketchbooks.
Learn from my mistakes as well.
Yeah, that's a separate thing though. But I'm talking about always keep your old sketchbooks. Don't go deleting files just cause.
You can
Don't
see
do
your
whatever.
own growth, guys. That's something special.
Yeah, stern clown. I'm sorry. That's such a funny statement. Oh,
I'm sorry,
goodness.
what was the statement?
Nicole says sometimes I'm Ferrex, but also with Aster, perhaps I'm a stern clown. And I'm sorry, the words stern clown are just very funny to me.
Well, because it's kind of like an oxymoron. You don't
Yeah.
expect those two words to go together. That's pretty good.
It's exactly like an oxymoron. And that's a plight everyone has, Winnie. I don't think there's a single anybody out there that has bought a notebook that has filled / even used every notebook they have or sketchbook they have. And I'm gonna tell you why. They make journals very pretty.
That they do. And it's
you
unfair.
go to the store, and it's like, ooh, cool new shiny, you know, ooh, yes, love, gimme. And you're like, yeah, I'll use it eventually. And then it just sits in the corner because then you learn, this is for me, then you learn that you're a paper snob. I'm a fucking
Sanders
paper snob.
literally had a short about that where it's like,
Oh my God,
what a cool journal. Oh man, I can't wait to add you to my collection of other journals and notebooks that I will ultimately never use.
Yeah, it's like
Chucks it in the
stationary.
corner.
It's one of those things that's just like, ooh, the shiny.
It is there to be pretty and make your room look like an ancient bookstore.
Yeah.
Because vibes.
And you know,
like,
maybe you'll use them
always
one
the
day,
goal.
but I feel like that is not a concern if you don't. Also, finishing sketchbooks is not something that you should like focus on in the sense of it being like your self-worth, I guess, as an artist. It took me
Don't measure your success by how much you've put in your notebook or how much you've sketched in your notebook. I would say measure it by, do you like what you've made? Are you proud of what you made? If the answer is yes, then you've succeeded.
And also it's just like, you know, it took me many years to finish what I consider my first sketchbook. I do label them and number them. That was inspired by one of the very early artists that I like followed religiously on YouTube.
What the?
Yes, copy your files, back it up, guys. If you care,
what?
Bless you. I had a
that wasn't a sneeze.
There's a spider. What happened?
That was me trying to save stuff to our Ko-fi, and it all just crashed.
Oh, nah.
Fuck.
Well, what I was saying, though...
that wasn't a sneeze. That was me going, wah!
It's on topic, though, because, yes, you should make copies of your files and save them somewhere else.
No, I don't want to.
I don't do Adobe, but I'm sorry, Nicole, for your loss relating to Adobe. I had a scare once where my computer, like, wouldn't boot up correctly. It would, like, turn on, but it wouldn't actually, like, load in the screen. I was very horrified, and thankfully everything was okay, and it was just a installation of RAM error, and it was actually much simpler than than it made you lead to believe. But after that, I started paying for a cloud backup service to back up literally all of my files because I think I would actually keel over dead.
Oh God, if all of them were lost, that
I'd
cry, and it's not even my computer.
I paid good money. Oh, I have to tell you a story. Very early in the comic, and I actually think at this point it's a entry that got rebooted, so it didn't actually matter in the end. But I was working on a laptop. It was a computer I had before this one. I was working on a laptop, and I would have the Outcast comic files that I was working on, because I didn't have a lot of like space on my laptop, on a flash drive, because they're rather large, you know, for files.
They are really big. I mean, guys, 30 panels.
Yeah.
And I forget the dimensions of the canvas.
It's like 1,000 by like 40,000.
Yeah, that's big.
Mm.
That's really big.
And then you're saving the Clip Studio format, so they're all the layers. So it is a lot of,
exactly,
you know, memory. And I'm sorry, I'm eating chocolate.
It's okay. I mean, how dare you? The
I know.
chewing noises. Will you not think of our poor viewers' ears? You're really going to subject them to this?
It's ASMR. But
I'm ASMRs. You can't take
I'm
that.
Ori Samar.
Ori Samar. There you go.
All right.
That could be
And
your
I was working on it, and I had it saved, but open, right? So the art program was open on my laptop. I had saved it, but the art program was still open. And the flash drive was plugged in. And remember, I'm working off the flash drive. For whatever godforsaken reason that I do not understand, that I can't remember at this point, my mom unplugged the USB drive without ejecting it while the file was open. And she corrupted the file. Now, thank God that I had finished it and I had uploaded it to Webtoon to show you, right? Remember, we had a lot in like drafts so we could like show each other. And so I could take the files from Webtoon and download them back to my computer. And I was saved, but in the end it didn't matter because I'm pretty sure that was one of the episodes that got revamped, redid.
It did, yes. We did a lot of revamping in those days.
But yeah, I was so upset with my
rough.
mom. I was like, Mom, you need to always eject. You can't just remove it. This is horrible. What have you done? I was crying, because that's like hours of work. I was like, oh my God.
What have you done?
Literally.
Oh, the pain.
It was so bad. I was so upset. When does a ripple become a tidal wave? That's all I can think of now. You did it to me.
When does a mom become a monster?
Oh, God.
Oh, quick tangent, but I do have to say it. Underworld Saga, April 26th!
Oh, that's gonna be so good.
Oh, dude, it already sounds so badass. The trailer has, like, the chorus screaming in the background because, like, they're in Hades now, and I'm like, mwah, perfection. This is great.
Oh, yeah,
yes,
Nicole.
sound of the damned as he's traveling through the underworld. You hit the nail on the head. Brilliant, beautiful,
Yeah.
standing ovation.
Gimme.
Let's go. Gimme.
Gimme.
I feel that, Nicole. I have at least 5 different hard drives. One of them has pictures that I've taken over the years. The other has my downloaded music. Another has Clip Studio Paint files because I had to do some shenaniganery transferring it from one laptop to the other. And then what's on the other one? Mostly school-related stuff that I cannot afford to lose. So I totally relate to treating the drives like a baby. Because, like, if I lose these, I am screwed.
I'm definitely, the reason that I decided that the cloud service was for me is because I am too fucking lazy to manually back up my shit. So the cloud service just constantly does it in the background.
Mine is the opposite, where I'm too fucking cheap. So
yeah, I'm like, or you have money to pay. Like, honestly, not
won't
that
be
much.
doing that.
It's like $100 or something a year. Like, it's really not that bad. And to just like back up my computer entirely.
One day I will have the privilege. Until then,
The problem, Nicole, is printing your shit in any level of quality is really hard.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I love working with really bright colors and like neon and like glowy effects, and that's just so hard to translate to print, like to make a printer print.
Sometimes they just don't come out.
No, they
right.
can't.
Like, the printer
They can't.
either
there are
eats the
certain
color
colors
and it looks terrible, or
that you
it
just can't.
turns into a completely different color when you actually print it, and it's like, what the fuck? That is not the
So
color
that's a
used.
reason, that's CMYK, and that's a whole thing where it technically uses a different mixing thing, but thus it means that literally printers can't print all the colors that your computer can show, is basically how this ends up. Give you flashbacks. So it means that like a lot of glowy effects, a lot of very neon colors, you know, a lot of very bright colors just don't come out well in print. They just can't. And the only way that people get to do that is that, yeah, prints also don't last forever in the same state.
You've been hurt by printer's birthday cake?
Yeah, what happened with it? Did it eat you? Did it eat your homework? Did it not work? Because did it spit ink all over your precious, you know,
did it refuse
doctorate
to print
essay?
something when you were rushing print?
But it printed for somebody else immediately after.
I love this group shot so much.
I love the faces both in this one and then this one. the two together.
It's so good. Because we get to see another side of Sinnott. We get to see his little, like, hee side.
Exactly. He does have a little bit of a hee side. Yeah, Sinnott's face. He's
Exactly,
given a little
Nicole.
Ferrex. He's given a little Ferrex here.
He's given a little cocky. He's given a little, I'm a little shit.
Yep.
Like, I can put on my customer service face when I want to, but I am also a little shit. I think the
Exactly.
vibe was absolutely nailed here. That's probably also why I relate to Sinnott.
You know, because you
Like-
have the two modes.
Oh yeah, no, during the
What
day
is
I have to be
happening here?
professional as fuck. But as
Okay.
soon as I'm home, nope, the Pharaoh Mars comes out.
I've drawn this line. Why?
You guys have seen it before.
What is this line? His
That's
wing.
what I was wondering.
Okay, I figured it out.
That's his wing? Okay.
Yeah, because he folds it in.
That-
Because you think about it, his fingers come
That's
this way
right.
up.
Okay.
Right? So,
That confused me. I thought it might have
Yeah.
been the log, a spoon. I had
Yeah,
no idea what that was,
so it's
I
his
left
wing.
it uncolored.
yeah, that's fine. Always,
Okay.
always fine. But yeah, so that's his wing. And so the way you can tell is it's how his, it's the same, it has to curl in the same direction his fingers curl. Not his thumb, though. Not the thumb. Just the fingers.
Yeah, that I can tell.
So if he makes a fist, like it has to come in the same way. So when he flips his wrist, it comes the other way, right? Normally
I
it's
see.
down because his wrist is down, his palm is down. But when it's up, it has to be up.
You couldn't get your 3D printer working.
Oh, not the 3D printer. I don't even. I let Dylan fuck with the 3D printer. They're not even know. Those are temperamental bitches sometimes.
Delayed your work for 5 days. Jeez. Oof,
Oh my
that's
God.
pain.
A filament printer. Those are rough.
These are the
That's
questions.
that's why it's like, oh yeah, you know, 3D printing is a really great hobby or whatever, and it's fun, but you have to learn how to do it still, right? It's not like I can just buy a 3D printer and, you know, get really cool prints. No.
There's a
Dylan
learning
has spent a
curve.
long time learning how to 3D print properly, and he still had a lot of issues for a long time. And he was like nearly about to give up. I had to like talk him off the ledge from like throwing it out and just getting rid of it and not doing it anymore. I'm like, no, Dylan, just calm down. You know, it's not the end of the world.
You can do this.
You
It'll
got
be
it.
okay.
It'll be fine.
get there.
So it is really not just like versus like a Cricut. While
yeah,
still
that's, like,
not
Pick
sup-
up and use.
It's mostly pick up and use. Yeah, I will say there's a bit of like the calibration shit is not in a good way, and it needs a lot of learning curve there. But
it's
overall, it is fairly print and go.
Yes, those are the 2 lessons so far.
Yeah. Third lesson that Mars loves to change is that
knew you were gonna call that out.
forearms and hands are his fur color. It's important.
I don't know why every time it's just the lower part of his arm. For some reason, I
Yeah,
color
like
it
this
skin
one,
color.
his hand was just the skin color. This one, his hands were just his skin color, not his fur color.
But it's like, as long
But
as
this
the
one
upper
was
part
right.
of
Yeah,
his arm
these were
is there,
right.
I
Mhm.
remember that it's two-tone. I don't know
However,
why
you got
when
this
only
one
the
right.
lower part.
This one was just his hand, and you got it right.
Okay. So I don't know. Maybe my guess is
Oh,
I
so it
did
wasn't working for
these
anyone
panels
birthday cake?
first.
Oh my god.
Roy, my guess,
Yeah.
when I'm doing panels, I try to do the hands and feet first because they're like the quickest panels to get out of the way. If there's like just a panel of legs, that shit's getting colored first. If it's just a picture of
yeah.
hands, that shit's getting colored first. So I definitely did the Hotun's arm being grabbed panel as one of like the first ones. That was probably night 1.
Mhm.
And then by the time I got to the others, it was probably night 8 and I was just dead inside. That is likely what happened.
Who knows?
You can tell which panel I colored when, depending on the mistake that's there.
It's okay. It gives me an opportunity to color some things. I like coloring. It's just the easiest thing to teach somebody else how to do.
I'm relaxing. It's my stress relief as well now.
Oh, we got
I mean, more or less.
different yummy food.
Yes. Some vegetarian, some not vegetarian.
Yeah.
As
We
for
have
caters to all.
my favorite. I'm so happy with. I love Ferrix eating. So you can see, where is it? So
I
he
apologize
gets
for any chewing noise. I'm eating jelly beans.
he gets his meal, right? There's a lot of meat on it. And now he's eating it, and he goes right for the meat. Okay, also you could see who uses utensils and who doesn't. That's like a fun thing I like to do. And so he goes for the meat first. He's having a good time with the meat. I love this panel. And then you see him scoop up the vegetables, and he just snarfs it because he doesn't like his vegetables. But he knows Aster will be on his case for it.
He's just like, shove them in as quick as I can so I don't have
Literally,
to taste
all
it.
of them at once. Versus meat, piece by piece, savoring it, having a good time. It is just following instructions. And that's what makes it a nice, like, an easy thing for, like, Mars, who is not an artist, to be like, all right, Mars, you can color in the lines. Here you go. Paint by numbers without the numbers.
Woo! My glorified coloring book, guys. Look what I can do.
It saves me a lot of time, though. And she's definitely improved over the time.
Aw, shucks.
One day there won't be mistakes. No, there will still be mistakes. I make mistakes.
Oh, there will be mistakes, especially as the poses get more complicated. Like, guys, we have fight scenes planned.
Yeah, that. Ooh,
God
that,
help me when Aster's feathers come into play during the fight scenes.
God help me. Okay.
Well, God help Ori first, then God help me, then God help Ori again.
Yeah, really. Oh, I was gonna say something then. I will say you have done very well on the like complex, like
Shonen Outcaste.
overlapping panels.
I finally figured out a strategy for it and how to use the layers to my advantage. So that like came in clutch.
That's good. Because I am seeing like you're definitely not making like mistakes there.
Ooh.
Honestly, you make more mistakes on the simple panels because you're like, oh yeah, I know how to do this. Which is a vibe.
My brain's like, fuck yeah, I got this. Translation, she did not got this.
She did not got this.
Whoopsies.
It's funny though.
We live and learn. It's probably because honestly, when more lines are involved and you have the overlapping characters, I am paying a lot more attention because I'm like, got the overlapping lines. Now I gotta know, okay, this line is where this character's shirt starts, and this is where his leg is crossed because he's sitting like in that one leg cross pose. So, okay, he's there, now his foot is over here. You can see it in between like this other character, so okay, that's gotta be on a different layer, and it's more brain required,
100%.
so I'm paying more attention.
Yeah, no, 100%, definitely.
It definitely requires more brain.
Oh, 100%. I'm so behind on my schedule, though. But thankfully, the background
Me
should
too.
be pretty easy because I did those bushes.
Yes. And they exist, and you can keep using them as much as
And
you
flip them and smush them and, like, just move them around. But, like, you know, all of these backgrounds are, like, mostly bushes, right? So some is log. I do have to draw log. This one I actually have to draw the, like, tree and a lot of stuff. That one's a little more painful. But overall, most of them is just shove bushes in the background. This is tree. As you can see, I marked it. So I do have to draw a tree. But, grass, you know, we got it. But should
the
be
way
quicker.
you marked the background as tree really reminds me as a writer when you just put in parentheses, write transition later, let's skip to cool shit now, and then you just start writing.
Well, it's like, I'm not drawing the tree in the sketch. It takes up the whole thing. So what is that blank space? It's the trunk. You know, I need to, I need to specify that it's the treehouse tree and not just bushes like the rest of the background.
It's the THT, not the T.
Yeah, exactly.
It's special.
Yeah.
I was doing research today, guys, by reading a ton of webcomics today.
Ooh, yes.
I caught up on City of Blank. Holy shit, so good. I'm dying. Everyone's dying. I am like, it's going well now where they left off, so I'm waiting for the ball.
Yeah, what's gonna happen? Like we're in it right
terrified.
now, you know? Like, oof, how is this gonna go wrong and be bad?
So that was one I read, and then I finally finished Let's Cast Off.
Oh my god, that's so long ago.
I stopped reading when Takeshi kissed Kaito.
Yes, but I told you that it resolved, and then you were done.
It resolved, but my heart couldn't take it at the time, and oh my god, it was put through shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
holy hell, that was so painful.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was rough.
Also, Takeshi, like, I'm so glad you healed, but my god, my dude, the projecting you were doing.
Yeah, bro.
Ignoring the, oh, my friend's going to leave me. I should kiss him to make him stay with me. Like, dude.
Bro, my bro.
Stop self-destructing. I am dying.
My bro, please.
Guys, go read Let's Cast Off if you haven't. It is good. It is great. It's slice of life meets romance meets sailing competition. So it's got good vibes all around. And lots of drama, as you can clearly tell.
Honestly, that's my favorite thing. When a sport is involved, but it's not the focus necessarily,
backdrop.
Right?
It's
like
the
I
backdrop
feel
and
like
the reason everything is happening. It's the inciting
yeah,
event.
like Yuri on Ice is obviously about ice skating, but it's also not only about ice skating.
Yeah.
Right? You know, Let's Cast Off is about sailing, but it's definitely not only about sailing. It's the setting. Is about sailing.
It's not like Haikyuu where it's like, okay, we're really focused on this volleyball game,
yeah,
and we actually care about who wins.
Is the volleyball game, right?
In Let's Cast Off, it's more like, okay, Takeshi came in second place, yay for him. Now drama.
Yeah.
And then the third thing I read today was a manga called Blue Flag. If you guys have heard of that one. Very cute. I had heard good things about it. Basically, it starts off kind of typical high school romance. You know, you have the main character, he's kind of aloof, he's kind of seen as a bit of a nerd, and he has a friend that he hasn't seen in a long time. Like, they kind of lost touch, but this, like, person still is like, nah, I think you're a chill dude and I'd like to hang out again. And there's also this girl in their class that has a secret crush on the friend. So she's like kind of unconfident. She's still trying to find herself. So the main character's like, okay, fine, I'll help you. Like, let's work on your confidence. Let's try to like build you up to this moment. So the whole first manga is just like them trying to help her find herself, help encourage her, set up like pseudo dates so they can exchange contact information. And then at the very end, you find out that not a unrequited love, yes, but it's also a love triangle in
Oh.
every single direction.
Oh shit.
The girl likes the guy. The main character is starting to like the girl. Originally, he thought she was annoying. And the friend who he's lost contact with and is just reconnecting with apparently always had a crush on him.
Jesus.
There's like this really great scene at the end where the girl's friend comes along and is like, well, you told your friend a long time ago that you were interested in people who are straightforward, who can laugh easily, who are always honest, have black hair. And then, of course, like they throw in the big boobs and everything. And like, that's the whole point. But then she goes, but only one of those things was true. You like a person with black hair, but it's not a girl. He's just like, oh my God, please tell me you haven't told him. And she's like, well, no, I haven't told him because you and I are in the same boat. And I don't know how I would feel if someone spilled that to my best friend, aka the girl who has a crush on the other guy. And it's just, we're in a love square. And I'm like, okay, I'm here for this. I didn't think I would be, but it's honestly really wholesome, the interactions the group has. Like, they're just going to the movies, they're chilling, they're hanging. And they're very cute interactions, so I'm like, all right, let's see where this goes. And it's a completed manga, so, you know, I'm not dying waiting for the next entry.
Machine.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so close, though.
I will pop it in chat for you, Nicole. It's called Blue Flag or Aono Flag. It's very good. It's very cute. I've only read the first volume, but I did just get the second volume, so I'm gonna check that out soon. It's intriguing. It is intriguing. But yes, lots of comic research was happening today. Can't write for something if you don't know your medium.
Oh, very true.
You have to consume a lot of your preferred medium if you're going to work in your preferred medium.
Definitely. I, instead of researching webcomics, I just thought about an animatic all day and listened to the same song.
Did I miss Color Aster's Wings?
This one and this one, yes, because I drew it differently. So it's really not your fault.
Okay.
Actually, this one is actually your fault because this should all be black because it's the outside. So never mind. This one here.
Okay, but you started to make the same mistake too.
I did.
Wait,
I did.
I thought that was the. Oh no, wait, that's his thumb.
That's
okay,
the
that
outside.
would be the outside wing.
Yeah, this
I
one
thought
is
he was
not
using
your fault.
His other hand.
This one that I'm coloring right now is not right. Well, okay, I'm gonna say I wasn't making the same mistake. I was trusting that you knew which side it was, and I was just coloring the different layers.
Yes, but then you didn't fact check with your own brain that it was.
Well,
the
I
right
have now
side.
fact checked, and I have come to the proper conclusion.
And I have come to the conclusion that we are both tired as shit.
All right. There we go. What was I saying though? I was going to say something. Ah, yes. I have listened to the same song on repeat because a fun animatic came into my brain real hard about it.
Ooh.
And I just listened to that song on repeat.
Is it the one you told me about the other day with the bully?
No, it's one with Everett and the other character that I started designing. It's called Getting Stronger, I think. You said you knew this one.
The one, the My Little Pony themed one based around all the different villains in the series.
Yeah. But it's really, because it has a female
Griffin,
voice, and it has, like, technically two male voices, but, like, you know, mainly
I'm pretty sure
voice.
the person singing it is the voice of Apple Bloom, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it is. She is.
She has a killer voice.
But just like I can see like the whole animatic beginning, and it's like a really cool scene. And it's like basically the song starts out with this like sort of like steps. It's almost like footsteps, it sounds like. And
I
it
always
has like
imagine
this.
it like a ticking clock, like a
Well, okay,
pendulum.
no. But imagine it as picture with me. It's footsteps, right? And this is not spoilers because this doesn't like happen, I guess, or even if it does,
You
it's
guys
not
won't see this
spoilers.
until season 3,
It's not
probably.
spoilers either way, I wouldn't say. And basically, so new character like opens a jail cell door and starts like tiptoeing out, and then
Oh, I
and then
see
it
what you're
flashes
going
to
for.
Avrit's footsteps, like regular stepping to like go check on the prisoner, and then as it like speeds up, so there's like a moment, there's like a glitchy sort of thing. That's when Avrit notices the open cell, right? And then it starts like the footsteps start picking up, so it's like they're both starting to run, and then there's like a zoom, and I can see Avrit like sliding as the other character is jumping overhead, and it's like in slow motion, and it's really good. It's really good.
Top tier. It's a good song, you guys.
It's a very good song. Okay, I think
Great
that's.
song.
I like how I was like gesturing with my hands, like you could see it.
You know, that's just how you get your point across.
It's how you
gotta
describe.
do it sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like how when we move our arms when we're voice acting characters.
Oh my god, so
right?
hard. I am constantly Phoenix gesturing the whole fucking time.
Okay. So, guys, Turnabout Big Top is currently coming out on the YouTube channel. And
I will say we hit our stride with Turnabout Big Top, I'm gonna say.
I am just reminded how much gesturing, like I was literally copying Max's movements when he was throwing the cards away during his like nervous pose. I was literally moving my hand like that when I was voicing him because I'm like, okay, I have to channel nervousness. Like maybe this is my tick when I'm nervous. Okay, now I'm feeling the vibes of this scene. Now I can voice act it.
Yeah, every time, and you can hear it sometimes. Phoenix is hitting the paper, I'm hitting the paper, I tap,
He's always got that really good mic that picks up everything.
Yeah. Well, also, the way you tap the paper is, like, directly in front of the mic. So, this is where it is. But I tap the table, Oh, as Bikini, I do the little, like, shake, where her, like, fists are in front of her, and she's like, oh! Like, I do the shake.
Do the bikini shake.
Do the bikini shake. So many of y'all want to smash Bikini, guys. It was wild.
I mean, I don't have concerns.
No, it's just unexpected, if I'm being honest.
It's surprising.
I felt like she gave too many ant vibes.
But you guys, you like the vibes, and you're also body positive.
Well, I mean, she cleans up very nice, and she's definitely not got too much of a different, shape going on there. It's just accentuated.
Exactly. And you can work with the height difference.
Oh yeah, I specifically made the background like bigger, so it looked like she was smaller. Okay.
Oh, look at that yummy food.
Indeed. Now I have to remember how this works. My brain is dying. Ori, how did you fucking draw this wing? It's a mess. Not because of me.
That's why I thought it was the inside.
Well, no, this one is the inside. It's just the layers I knew were wrong because I knew like a shape that I draw the last set of feathers with. So you can see like the last row of feathers is squarer than the inside feathers. So that means that's the last row, right? But so now it's working backwards.
Okay, I see. I follow.
So trying to figure out how that goes is very weird.
Very weird indeed.
Okay. That's his hand. Yeah, no, like I was saying, this one I don't blame you for because it's weird. Because it's rough.
But I'm curious, chat, are there any webtoons or mangas or comics that you guys are reading? Or books in general?
I feel like I just finished reading something and I don't remember what it was.
Was it one of the things I lent you?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh.
It was not.
Okay.
No, it was not.
Sad. Sad
I'm
hour.
sorry, Mars. I don't have time to read.
Sad Mars noises.
Sad Mars noises. No.
Nah, it's okay. I know life is busy.
I'm actually working tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, not a full 8 hours, and it's overtime pay. And I didn't have
Oh,
to, but I
fabulous.
decided, you know what? I just won't do some things today when I get home, so I technically, like, got off work early without actually getting off work early, because I'm just gonna do it tomorrow while I have to sit in my car anyway.
Nice. Guess what? I got work tomorrow too.
Oh, snap.
And that one's because I have to.
Sorry.
But it is a day I don't usually work, so I am getting paid, which is nice.
That is good. Yep. I'm like,
You
yeah,
have to
you know
buy
what?
props for your next internship.
Mm,
An extra paycheck certainly doesn't hurt.
exactly. A couple time and a half hours is like, yeah, why not?
Yeah, you know, it's like I can live with that. That's fine. I'll live.
I really wish it was not
bring
in the
some of my
place I
books
have to
with me,
drive
that'll
in
be
a
great.
different place, but we'll live.
You'll be fine. You got this.
At least parking should be okay, and that's fine.
There you go.
And it's in the upper part, not the lower part, which is the worst part for parking purposes.
Slam dunk. I've heard of that one, Nicole. I think my
I have
recent
not.
familiarity with it, they had a movie come out last year.
I mean, is
think
it about
was
basketball?
hyper realistic. How'd you know, Lori? Are you psychic?
I am Psyche.
Amazing. I've never read it myself, but I have definitely heard good things about it.
Okay.
I feel like it takes a special kind of show or story to get me into a sports-based story.
Yeah, my sports anime can't just be
Infinity and
sports anime.
Yuri on Ice were definitely the exception to the rule.
And the one we just talked about one more, didn't we?
Did we? Haikyuu?
No.
What was the other?
Oh, it wasn't an anime.
Oh, let's
yeah,
cast
it wasn't
off.
an anime. I was like, we were just talking about another thing, and it wasn't those two things. It was a sports thing.
I don't even know if I'd count that as a quote-unquote sports webtoon.
Well, I mean, I will say that sailing is a very prominent part of the whole thing.
It is definitely prominent.
It's definitely not the same if sailing is not involved.
I don't think we're ever watching competitions, if memory serves. It's usually, okay, let's go sail. You're my partner for life. Cut to after the race. Man, I can't believe we lost. True. Don't worry, we'll get him next time.
That is true. That is true. You're not really watching the sport.
I mean, sometimes you catch glimpses, but that's usually to show how...
I don't know. I will say, Nicole, I'm a little biased against basketball specifically because I find it to be one of the most boring sports. It just goes on...
the most boring?
It's up there, yeah. It just goes on too long. Actually, actually, when you, talk to, we're talking, I'm not talking, golf fans. I'm talking, baseball, football, this sort of thing, right? Okay, yes, golf is rather boring, but you don't have to be watching it the whole time and miss something, right? If you are interested in golf, you can know when to watch, right? There's a lot of filler in golf. If you watch the putt, if you watch the, the first swing, You know, you're not really having to like sit there and watch it. People who go to watch golf like in person, yeah, that's kind of wild. But basketball, they don't always score a lot of points. There's a lot of just like, you know, not anything really happening. At least football, like they're wrestling each, you know, they're doing something. Like it moves. Hockey, like it moves, you know. Baseball, like it moves. I find basketball is just, it doesn't move. But see, that's the problem, Nicole. It has too many fucking in-between times. If it was 40 minutes, we would not be having this conversation.
But it's 40 minutes
not
with
40
commercials.
minutes. Yeah. I also think that, you know, football goes on way too long, you know. I feel like all these sports go on way too long. I'm a tennis person, and I'm a tennis person when it doesn't have like a bajillion ties, because otherwise it goes kind of quick. It goes kind of fast. What's the other thing? I know people like shit on NASCAR and like car racing and stuff, but if you watch the end, like it's interesting, you know, you don't have to watch the whole thing though, right? Watching the end of a basketball game doesn't ensure any interest. Watching the end of a football game doesn't ensure any intrigue, right? If I watch the end of a race, it's like that's where the shit is gonna happen, you know?
I don't know, Ori. Nicole's giving you a pretty good recommendation here.
Well, we could watch the movie. I'm not against watching the movie. I'm just saying overall. I have not unfortunately. I have tried to watch sports.
But Miki and Dolly is first, right?
Yeah, so we're getting together, yes.
Yeah.
I'm still knock on wood. I'm still good. We're still going.
Oh, knock on wood 1,000,000 times.
Mm-hmm.
Stay healthy, Ori.
I'm still going over to my parents on Sunday.
Yay!
So, right now, we're doing good.
How is the host of the Dylan Show feeling?
He is better than when he was bad, right? Like he's not at the lowest point, if that makes sense, right? And he's not getting worse.
Yes,
However, his improvement has seemed to stagnate, and he is currently at the same better than the worst level for a few days now.
Oh, it's that horrible midpoint.
Yeah, and he doesn't go to bed as early as I would like him to. And sometimes it's my fault, because sometimes I do stream, but it's like, I don't know. We could go to bed earlier.
Well, you can't be blamed for everything. Knocking on wood for Ori. Aw.
Thank you.
Much appreciated, Nicole.
I'm trying very hard. I went to a CVS. Specifically, I was like, okay, we gotta go to a CVS, and I got like the airborne like immune booster like chewable things. Okay. It's really weird. So they're citrus flavored, right? They're orange, but they're citrus flavored. And they get more like sour as you eat. You have to eat 4
They're bad.
a day. No, the first one I enjoy. The second one is a little painful. The third and the fourth one are like, why? How did this happen? When did it get so bad? I liked the first one.
And at that point, your tongue is like, please, no more. Have mercy.
And it was like, the first one was like candy. Hey, it's okay. It's
now it tastes like shit.
It's offset by the lozenges I use to get zinc, and they're like honey lemon. So, you know, much improved.
You gotta find the balance between the two.
Those are actually good. They make your tongue, like, feel weird, though. I think that's just zinc, you know? It's just kind of like...
I think that's just kind of what happens.
Yeah, it gives you, like, a weird sensory deal.
Experience.
Yeah, and you can't, like, eat or drink for 15 minutes after it fully dissolves to get the best
because then everything tastes like shit.
Well, also, like, to get the best benefits out of it, you know, they don't even want you, like, drinking water, because you, like, they want it
that's
to...
a thing?
The directions said to not eat or drink after, yeah.
Well, I've been doing it wrong.
Yeah, I was for a long time too, but because I'm like really trying hard, I was like, I'm reading the directions. I'm doing this the right way. I'm making sure.
I guess when my second internship rolls around, I will try harder. Because I've definitely not been taking my supplements correctly then. If you're supposed to
Well,
wait.
it probably depends on how
Oops.
you're taking the zinc. You know, I'm using like the coldies or whatever.
I'm gonna
And
have to read the directions on the packaging.
that's the directions that they're. Yeah.
Whoopsies.
I actually specifically went in to get like, I had seen, so Dylan doesn't like cough drops. He
Oh.
feels like they all taste like medicine, and like some of them do, but to be honest, overall, I kind of enjoy
Most of
cough
them
drops.
just kind of taste like lemon honey.
Well, he doesn't like honey, and so this is the problem.
Oh,
Right.
that's
So
where
then
the
you're
issue
eating like the
lies.
cherry ones and the whatever, and you know he doesn't like any mint at all. So like eucalyptus is kind of like or like whatever the other ones are.
Eucalyptus is out. Peppermint is out.
Yeah. So it really really narrows down.
That kind
the
of puts them in a
options.
bit of a bind, doesn't it?
So I looked on the internet and I'm like, what cough drops don't taste like medicine? And I found that Halls has they have 3 different levels. They have soothe, relief, and immune or something, or boost. That's what it is. Soothe, relief, and boost. And in the soothe level, they have it's like strawberry soothies, and they don't have any of those
Strawberry
flavors
smoothies.
to
I love it.
and they don't have any of those like weird flavors to them. So they're like the internet is like, yeah, these don't taste like medicine at all. They're great. And so it's like, okay, cool. So we try, and I know Dylan likes strawberry, even synthetic strawberry, and we had him, and he actually, enjoys them enough to use them when he needs, which is great. I don't like them.
Hey.
I don't like them at all.
Oh.
They taste really
Well,
like
that's-
fake strawberry, and I hate them. Hey, I'm
Oh,
good
that's
with my lemon
unfortunate.
honey. I'm good with like my full-on Burt's Bees. Like this is just a
I
drop
just
with honey
find
and
lemon
eucalyptus.
honey
I love
so
lemon honey.
soothing.
It's
Like,
so good.
It helps.
I love lemon honey. So, I don't need something else. And I'm okay with the eucalyptus, and the citrus and like whatever the lozenges I have that I was giving you every once in a while, they have something. Echinacea or whatever.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And I've had those before. Those were pretty good.
Yeah, they're good too. I got the same brand, but just honey. I think it's just honey. And they don't have echinacea. So I'm curious. These are honey lemon echinacea. So I don't know, but I was going somewhere with this. When I looked up the halls, this is where I was going. When I looked up the halls, they came up with this like immune boost things, and I was like, ooh, like I'll get that. But they didn't have them at the CVS. That's where my whole thing went.
Oof. Oh, yeah.
So-
Citrus flavored. Top tier.
Yeah,
Love it.
Dylan's whole thing is just like they always come with that like, I don't consider it medicine because it's not medicine. Like to me, medicine tastes like bad grape. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, no.
That
Like
is the
classic bad
medicine.
grape or like artificial cherry.
I can do cherry more. Grape is the one that really gets you. But I wouldn't say I hate all grape. Like I still like grape Jolly Ranchers because they're not the same. But like, yeah. I'm a honey lemon person. That's the one I go for. And yeah. Okay, I've specifically looked them up. They're called They're vitamin C drops. They're Hall's Immune Defense. And they come in, it looks like 3 flavors of grapefruit, lemon, and orange.
I don't think I've ever tried the grapefruit ones.
It's like an
Yeah.
assortment in the bag.
Ooh. Then I never got the assortment
150% your
version.
daily value of vitamin C in each serving. So it probably tastes better than the frickin' airborne stuff. But I think the airborne one has like more in it than just vitamin C. It's got like other stuff in it too. So we're trying. We're going.
Whatever we can to stay healthy,
Yeah.
We've made it this far.
I'm like trying the hardest I've ever tried though. It's wild.
This is the hardest I've seen you try to stay healthy. Like, you are putting in so much effort now. Understandably so. Like,
Honestly,
I'm not dissing it or anything.
I will say, Yeah, the airborne one has a ton of different stuff in it. But I will say that there's two things that really have driven me to want to be healthy. One is my parents have been on vacation for 10 days and they just came home Tuesday. Yeah. I just came home Tuesday. So I haven't seen them in like over a week, over like almost 2 weeks now. And because it was Easter, and that's not the same as like getting to hang out with your parents, you know. And then they went away, had a whole weekend where they were away, and I missed them. And I want to be healthy. I want to be healthy so I can see them. And then the other reason is that my manager from work is actually on vacation this week. And if I'm getting sick, I'm taking off because fuck no, not even that. I'm not even really going to infect many people or anyone at all. Cause like I work outside, you know, so it's not even like that. It's literally just like, I ain't driving around sick and I'm using sick days, man. Screw the like culture of going into work anyway, you know, fuck that. I'm staying home.
Ori took one look at my culture and said, nah, fuck that.
I went, no. Because also, Dylan has just gotten to stay home and play video games all day. There's so much stuff I could do on the computer all day. Yeah. If that's as only sick as I'll get, hell yeah, I might take it off and stay
A
home.
really good sick game to play is Spiritfarer, gotta say.
Well, it wouldn't be games. I would be comicking and editing and, you know, drawing. Point is...
That doesn't sound like resting, but okay.
It's the same amount of resting as video games. I don't know.
I suppose so. But it's
Point
not leisurely.
Is that, however, that would leave literally one arborist in my company to do all the audits. And I'm like, I couldn't do that. That would be so hard. And so I'm like...
That poor person.
Yeah, so I'm like, stay healthy. Stay healthy.
Stay on target.
I'm so excited though. I've passed the like trial period, and now I get to ask for vacation. So very exciting.
Moving on up in the world.
Indeed. So I'm excited to get to schedule my vacation, and that's a true vacation where I can't do anything.
That's awesome. That's as it should be.
Like, don't get me wrong, doing stuff is fun, but I feel like this is better.
Doing stuff is fun, but when you do stuff for a while, sometimes you just need a vacation. But you don't do it.
The way that it usually works in America, Nicole, is that most jobs are like 90 days, and you don't get insurance for those 90 days, and you don't get retirement benefits for those 90 days, and you don't get...
Nothing kicks in until you've been there for a while, basically.
I'm gonna say no, Nicole, but then you don't get, you know, you don't get paid leave, right? Which is, you know, for... You have... Well, technically, sometimes you don't have sick days, but it's stupid and nobody really actually cares, if I'm being honest. But my job is very nice, so I don't think they would have been like, no, Ori, how dare you be sick in your trial period.
Yeah. How dare you get something you had no control over?
You usually don't get those paid days off until you've passed those 90 days. And like, yeah, you don't get insurance through your job until after those 90 days either.
Yeah.
But usually you do get paid your full salary. Sometimes, certain times, they might be like, oh, here's like a trial salary, but it's still like a large amount, like of your normal salary. Not necessarily a lot, that depends on the job, but like they're not going to be paying you like 50% or something. But yeah, and then so literally when it hits 90 days, it's like, all right, sign up for insurance. Like, you have your yearly days off. And America's very known for not giving people a lot of days off. I get five,
in all honesty.
I get 5 paid days off this year. So yeah, I get 5 paid vacation days off this year because it's my first year. And then after that, I accrue a certain amount for every month that I work, basically. Like, every hour you get, like, 2 minutes or whatever it is. I don't know, something like that. And so you can have more than 5 at any given time. You need to use your paid vacation days for sick days. That sucks. Thankfully,
Oof.
usually, and I will say, when you're in, like, what is considered a career job in America, they will have, like, separate ones. And, like, Dylan has unlimited sick days. So if he is sick, and especially if he gets, like, a note, they're like, yeah, man, take off as much as you need. He's guilty that the work is piling up, but the job is not putting pressure on him to come back, right? And infect the office and everything. I'm pretty sure the same thing is with my company. I don't have, like, a set amount of sick days. It is like, if you are sick, yeah, you're sick. you need to be sick.
But it can't be helped.
Yeah. But some places do have, like, a specific amount of sick days. I can't believe that they're the same, Nicole. That's nuts. That sucks.
That's
you get sick
wild.
and you just don't get those days as vacation. That's I'm sorry. That's so sad. But it is sad. Like, I need, personally, to live the life that I want, I need like 10 days of vacation a year on the minimum. And I only got 5 this year, so I'm like a little sad because I had to pick which vacation I wanted to go on. But in the future, I should have more. So
Yes. This is what we always hope for.
that'll be
More
nice.
vacation.
More vacation. Yeah, we usually go to my grandmother's twice every year. Once is just my mom and I for like girls week, and then once is with everybody. And this will actually be the first year that Dylan will come with us.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
And as your fiance.
Yes. Well, that's kind of why he's being forced. The two things that have changed this year that is forcing him to have to go to a lot more things is, 1, we live together now, and 2, yeah, we're engaged. So it's kind of like my family is like, no. If he doesn't come, this is like a slight now. Like, you're a thing now. This is, he has to come.
You guys are a package deal and you will show up as such.
Exactly. And then like, do I really have to go? And I'm like, yes, Dylan, this is, if I have to go, you have to go.
That engagement etiquette.
It would have been the same if, like, we weren't engaged and just living together. Because now we're in, like, the same place. It's like, why isn't Dylan coming, huh? And it's like, oh, well. Pain. Since we do live a little further away from everybody, we do get out of a little bit more. Like, we sadly couldn't make my cousin's birthday party just because it was a weekday night at like 5.
Ooh.
And it's like, Dylan doesn't get home till like 5:30.
That would have been rough.
So it's like, this ain't happening, I'm not.
Yeah, no.
No.
It would be nice, but sadly,
Yeah, exactly. But no, I'm sorry. So, in a way, it's nice.
Well, that's good.
Exactly. I'm sad that I haven't gotten to any backgrounds yet. This is not good.
It's 9 o'clock, Ori. We
there was
believe
too
in
much
you.
food.
There was a lot of delicious food that you had to
I'm
cover.
literally almost done though. Thank God.
Oh yeah, that last one is literally the last panel.
The last panel. The other one is just me remembering what I put on the plate and thus how to color it.
My phone is
Hello, Kenzie. How are you?
Hi, Kenzie. Good to see you. Hope you are having a good Friday. Hope everyone's been having a good Friday, honestly.
Yeah, mine was pretty decent.
Kickstart the weekend.
It's so funny. In my last job, despised working on a weekend. And it would be 1, because I had to, and 2, I didn't get paid anymore. However, now I get paid more, and I don't necessarily have to. So, very
I mean,
cool.
that makes it way better.
Oh yeah, it
Excuse me.
does.
I'm
So
debating
way
if
better.
I want ice cream.
You do.
Do I want ice cream?
Or you just want chocolate.
But I had chocolate today.
Yeah, there's always more chocolate. Then have ice cream.
I think at 9:30 I'll get some ice cream. That sounds good.
the
Oh,
pros and
no!
cons, Kenzie. The pros and cons.
Oh, no! The figure!
Okay, I gotta tell you, I have a
Oof.
problem.
This is why I put my figures on the highest shelf. Cat
This
can't
is why I
reach
don't
them.
have cats. No, I'm joking.
But also, Cat doesn't really jump all that much. It was on the highest shelf. Oh no, you have an agile cat.
Damn. That cat was
Mine
gunning
likes
for
to be
it.
ground level. She doesn't jump up on things too much.
Little bastard indeed.
Oof. Now the cat has made it personal. Going after Shantae like that, for shame.
I have such an obsession. I am like trying so hard to, I've like missed out on a couple, really only one Leos merch thing that I wanted, and it's because it's not Good Smile, it's a different brand, and so now I've been open to that shit. There's a different there's other brands, and so I was like on like a hunt. I'm like looking at every website, is like, how do I find where all these pre-orders are gonna be? And thankfully, because there's a lot of them for Marcel, and I'm like, okay, this means though that in the future there should be Leos for this too, so I need to be ready, and I need to be checking them so that I can get the Leos figures, because I have an obsession. Okay?
I mean, Ori, you're not the only one. I have 2 free run figures that are going to be on their way, hopefully soon. So, you know, we're just both drowning in our obsession.
You watched him do it too? Oh my god.
Oh, now I was joking before about being personal, but now it truly is personal.
That's definitely one of those, like, you know, like they look you in the eye. What was that? What was that? There's one, and it's like the cat, and he's on the chair, and they're like, "Don't put your paw, like, don't be on the table." And then he puts like one paw on the table,
yeah,
and it's like,
no,
oh,
literally.
Oh,
I was like, "You're asking for it. You're asking for it." Oh yes, please let us see the carnage.
There was there's like a little like YouTube Shorts, you know, animation channel. It's called Land of Bogs, and
oh, I love that one.
The most recent one they put out is that, like, no matter what horrible thing my cat does, I'll find it adorable, and the cat is like anthropomorphized, and it's like stealing all the money, and Bog is like, "Oh, you're stealing all my stuff," and then it's like like ties ties her up to a chair, and it's like, "Oh, are you pouring gasoline? Are you gonna burn me alive? Oh, it's so cute." The whole thing. And
oh, little kitty.
I was dying. It was so funny.
Oh my god. It's so damn true, though. Like, spot the lie. It's so true.
Yeah, it was like, "Oh, is this for an evil plot?" And all that sort of stuff. I was just like, oh my god. So funny.
Okay, I just found some really nice, Cheng and Lu Guang fan art, and this is beautiful. And
I need
kill
to
me. This is so gorgeous.
Okay, I have 2 brain rots of things I have to make the Outcast characters do in, like, memes, like shorts memes. And one is the one I told you, Mars, about the, like, the I, you, and then the different things.
Oh, yes.
But the other one that I just saw today is, it's actually a Steven Universe sound, but I saw someone do it to their, oh my god!
Wait, I gotta see. Wait, I gotta see.
The shoe came off!
Oh no!
She's dead. Her shoes
Oh my
came off.
god!
Jesus.
Not even the shoes, the hair, everything. Oh my god!
Oh my god. The earring, jeez.
Oof.
Damn. It was personal.
I have to ask what kind of figure this was,
yeah,
Kenzie. Was
I
this a
always
Figma
see these like
or
build
something
like
else?
build. No, it's like a build your own thing, and I always see these, and I don't know where people get them.
I don't know what brand they are is the problem.
Like there was like a Gojo one that was like going around, and he's like shirtless and he's sitting on a throne, but you like put him together, right? And I'm like, where are the figures that you put together?
It's like, it looks cool. It looks fun. I want
to put it together. I like the puzzles, you know? And also, I need more figures
having
of
a figure
things.
I can keep forever.
Exactly. I need more figures of stuff.
Same here.
All right.
That's why I have 2 free runs on the way. And a Marcel in December.
Interesting.
Oh, interesting. Thank you, Kenzie.
Yes, thank you. Ah, there, garage kit. Ah.
Okay.
Figures and garage kits. I see.
They
have Slayers? Oh my god.
Slayers?
Yes. Oh my god. It's so beautiful. My thing is not on. Nope. It's Gory! Look at him.
Oh, snap.
Oh my god, they have Slay. Oh, he's so pretty. Beautiful. You ever? Oh my god, the amount of things that I've gotten into because I followed an artist for one thing and then they like also obsess about other thing, and I'm like, yeah, okay, now I'm there too, man. Thanks.
It's like they
It's so
diversified their interests, so now you get to diversify your interests.
Yeah, basically. Well,
Oh, they have Fate stuff. Why am I not surprised?
It was an artist that I followed for their Link fan art, specifically from Breath of the Wild.
Ooh, so good.
And then they also loved Slayers, and I was like, alright, now I got into Slayers, thanks. Neat.
I gotta be honest, I am not familiar with Slayers.
Oh, it's a really cute anime. We should watch it together.
I'd be down.
It's fun. It's an older anime too.
Oh, bring it on. I want to diversify
Ori
what I
and
watch
Lena.
too.
That's great. Posted the before in the Discord. Oh,
Ori has just been dying over Fairy Tail, you guys.
I have been dying moments before the fall.
This was a
Amazing.
personal attack, Kenzie. I don't know what your cat has against Shantae, but
Yeah, it was personal.
that's really sad that the cat can't see the value of Shantae. Yup. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
I
Oh, yeah.
guarantee I would not be into half the things I am without artists. Like, literally,
No.
the only reason I started watching Trigun Stampede when it started airing was because there was an artist I followed that did really good Skate the Infinity art and comic stuff. So I was following them for that, and then they started doing animations, like full animations of Vash just being the cutest. And there was one where he does a little shrug smile, and I was like, okay, why is this character so cute? I think I have to watch him now.
Yeah.
And thus obsession was discovered.
I got into anime at all because of this phenomena. In my this what I consider the true beginning of my art journey in 10th grade. Really started with Gravity Falls. I ended up watching Gravity Falls on the TV because TV was still big then.
I
was
remember
only
watching
starting
the
to be a
Gravity
thing.
Falls marathon on TV with
Yeah.
you. Those were good times.
And I also got into Tumblr because my friends were into Tumblr. And so I was looking at a lot of Gravity Falls Tumblr stuff and Tumblr artists. And then I was also getting a lot from those artists of Fairy Tail. And I was seeing Happy and Natsu a lot. I'm like, okay, what is this? Like, I need to know what this is. And then I was there like, I'm like, Blue Cat. You know, like, literally, I'm like, what is this Blue Cat character? Like, Blue Cat Happy, question mark? Because his name is Happy.
With wings.
Yeah, literally. And they come up with, it's Happy from Fairy Tail. I was like, oh, okay, it'll let me look into this. And immediately obsessed. And literally, that's all she wrote. Here we are. Dungeon Meshi, though, I got into Dungeon Meshi because a real-life person recommended it to me. Like, in real life. So that's kind of
Those are
wild.
rare nowadays.
Yeah, my college roommate, one of my many college roommates, he recommended it to me.
That's how I got into the manga number 6.
Oh, well, that's nice,
Because
Kenzie.
that one was in high school, and I was part of kind of like a special, I'm gonna call it a track. Back then, it was called E-Team, which stood for Environmental Team. So there was like your sciences were focused more on the environment, and everything kind of came back around to environmental studies. It was very interesting. It was a very fun group to be a part of. But one of the people in it really liked manga, and I had, just started my anime phase. I was still definitely a baby weeb because I had started watching anime in my junior year thanks to a close friend. But I didn't really I hadn't done a deep dive yet. It wasn't until my senior year of high school where I started watching some more based on friend recommendations. So I'm just chilling in the E-Team room one day, and the person there just pulls out a manga, and they start coloring in it, like actually coloring it. And
damn.
they're very talented.
Yeah,
so it
but
looked
damn.
really good. Like
I
they
wouldn't
were
do
coloring
that,
it the color of the characters, and I'm like, whoa, that's so cool. That's really good. And they're like, have you read this manga before? I'm like, no, I've admittedly, I think the only manga I read at the time was Wolf Children, because I had watched the movie first, and then I was like, oh, my library has the manga, I'll read that. That was like the only one I had read at the time. So they told me, oh, you should read this one. It's pretty cool. It's really good. It's got like this dystopia vibe to it. Utopia is secretly dystopia. I'm like, oh, cool, because it was high school. We were still in the Divergent, Hunger Games era, so that definitely piqued my interest. And I started, literally, it took me, I want to say 8 years to finish the manga, because I literally waited for every single birthday and every single Christmas to ask my parents for the next volume. Or like if we went to Barnes and Noble, and I was like, oh, this might be a good day to ask if I can get a book. So it took me 8 years to finish the series, but oh, it was so worth it. It was so good.
I see, Nicole, I have seen people do that. I have heard of people doing that. I don't care how good of an artist you are. You have balls. You know what I'm saying? like because I consider myself to be a good artist.
You have faith in your ability.
You can still fuck up. I can't even.
It was with colored pencil too.
Yeah, I can't.
The really good colored pencils, like the artist colored pencil. It was wild.
I can't even imagine trying
Honestly,
that.
And the way they colored, I could have watched that all day. It was amazing to watch them work.
And this is coming from someone that I really enjoy colored comics significantly more than black and white. 100%.
Oh, same.
I can't
most of the
imagine
time I could tell what's going on.
Even taking any implement to my Dungeon Meshi manga.
So, Ori, if somebody said, hey, I can give you a colorized version of Dungeon Meshi. I know a really good artist. You just have to give me your books. I'll send them to them, and they'll make it really, really pretty. And then you'll have these colored editions for the rest of your life.
Nope.
You wouldn't do that?
No, because I will say...
No?
I will say, while I don't consider black and white and, manga, classic manga, to be my preferred medium, I have been incredibly inspired by the artist of Dungeon Meshi, and I think they do a very, very, very good job at the textures.
They do a very good job.
That I have definitely, as you know, taken into my own art. And so while a colored version is great, I do feel like a manga is not a coloring book, right? The way that they do halftones and the way that they use, you can't necessarily get the correct color because you have to do it in grayscale. And so it's like, yeah, exactly. There you go, Jamie. You get the second copy, the second set.
All right, that's fair.
But it is one of those things where it's like, yeah, Nicole, I will say there's definitely, and it's so funny. I wouldn't say that Dungeon Meshi has like a ton of body horror, but the moments that it does have are not necessarily explicit, but definitely like,
I wouldn't call them visceral, but they're definitely unnerving.
Yeah, unnerving. Definitely in 13, there's a bunch of moments that I'm just like, ooh, this is not explicit at all.
That like, one moment where it was like, ooh, like those words really describe this thing, and that's like making my skin crawl.
Ooh, yeah.
This is where Ori and I being alike really checks out, because I'm like, oh man.
I was like, definitely body horror stuff, but like not in like the worst way, you know, but like it definitely gets you. It gets you.
Definitely not body horror in the sense of The Boys or Invincible. Like there's no gore, there's no nothing. And it's like, it's done with a purpose. Like in the scene Ori and I are talking about, Leos is being attacked and they want to hurt him as much as possible.
And it hurts me too.
And it hurts a lot. It hurts a
But it hurts you more in another way as well, in like a visceral way.
Because there's so much going on. So much. But I think it's also the way, like, what's happening in that scene, and I'm gonna say the people doing what they're doing to him are just so cheerfully saying what they're doing to him is like, oh man.
That is very true, Nicole. That is very true.
Well, but Jamie, I also just think that you'll love Dungeon Meshi.
Yeah,
also,
you'll love Dungeon Meshi. Yes, welcome. Been a hot minute.
I am scared to eat soup around my books, Nicole. You are a braver soul than I.
That is also another thing. Yeah.
I could never. I will eat chips and stuff, because crumbs you can wipe away. Crumbs can easily be wiped away. Chocolate, sauce, anything that could stay, nope, that doesn't come anywhere near a book.
I don't think I don't.
It definitely
have you watched
won't happen
any
in
of the
season
show?
1.
Yeah, what we're talking about is really, 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 really far down the line.
It's literally in volume 13 of the manga.
I will also say that the quote unquote worst parts of, you know, in this way, I don't think were particularly rough. Like Castlevania had more gore than Dungeon Meshi
Ori and
ever
I
will.
were still able to get through those scenes.
Yeah. And they look cool. Like, I actually don't think they were that bad.
They're drawn very well.
They're done. And this is the whole thing. It's very important to say, it's not explicit body horror, right? Yeah, it was a lot of red. But it's not explicit body horror. Like, when you see artists that do, like, gore and body horror, it can be very explicit, right? And I think the artist of Dungeon Meshi, you know, originally in the manga, and has so far been well translated into the show, has done a good job of making it where it's like, you know what's happening, and you do it to the point where you understand what's happening, but you're not literally watching it, right? Like, when you watch Castlevania, you see, like, organs and stuff like fall out. Like, that never happens. But you still get the vibe of, like, this is still really bad. You know, this is still really rough. Right? Like, it's still a lot. Candy gore is a very fun genre of art. I will say. I do enjoy
candy gore?
Yeah, it's basically gore.
That's my first time hearing this terminology.
It's basically gore, but there's no actual blood and guts. It's all candy. And very brightly
so like
colored.
when the bakers died in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish,
yes,
they exploded
basically.
in sprinkles.
Yeah, but usually a little
I
more. But yeah, you can see bones and hair in Dungeon Meshi. Yep, but I wouldn't say it's like. It's definitely my biggest example is like there's Dungeon Meshi, then there's Castlevania, and then there's like Invincible, right? Like those are like the levels of like animated body horror shit going on.
I still can't believe how season 2 ended.
haven't seen any of it.
Dude!
Well, we've seen, before the mid-season hiatus. Mars,
Ugh.
it has been very difficult to get Dylan to watch anything with me, and then he's sick. Okay?
I know. It's okay.
Yeah, let me get a good picture of, like, candy corn. It's usually very, like, colorful and stuff, so it's very brightly colored. So it's very, like, weirdly colored in a way.
Oh, Jamie, it sounds like you need some lotion for that. That's never fun. I get that very badly in the winter because like I'm blowing my nose all the time and it rubs the skin raw. Lotion is a lifesaver, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's usually just very brightly colored.
Oh, from sunburn? Oh, that's even... Well, lotion can still help with that.
Especially if you get aloe.
Yeah, because the whole thing with sunburn is your skin is super, super dry.
Also, Mars, we got even another follow on the comic today. 162! It keeps going up. Did you go away?
What?
Hi.
Hi! Did I cut out?
Yeah, apparently.
I said, that's amazing! Oh my gosh!
Yeah, none of that came through.
Okay, maybe I went too high and my mic didn't pick up on it.
There was literally silence, and I was like, oh god, did I do something? What did I turn off?
Nope. Apparently I used the Pearl voice again.
Yeah. Interesting.
I can't use the Pearl voice.
Shake the Kofi in the comic again.
Which is really gonna suck if Pearl ever comes back.
I think
Although I won't have to worry about her in investigations, I don't think.
No, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not.
I'll probably be fine. Yes, go check the Kofi, Jamie.
I don't know what I've updated since you last did. I know there's one more in that set, but I don't...
You know, it'll be a surprise to us. Jamie, you can let us know what you found.
Does that come out this month, or is it next month? It might be this.
I don't know. We have like 8 drafts on there for this month alone.
I've got to look at the calendar to see when it comes out. Oh no! The Hot and Tie does come out next Wednesday. Yep.
Aha. So there's something to look forward to.
Yes, Hoats and Drinking Tea sketches.
Beautiful.
Beautiful sketches. I mean, I will say, the Kofi does get updated pretty frequently, I will say. Certainly not a slow drip. I still have one St. Patty's Day thing to finish. But the other 2 are done.
You can do it, Ori!
Well, and then I have to draw other stuff. Oh, new stuff.
Oh boy.
It's very good, Jamie. I enjoy it a lot. It's top tier. It's one of my favorites. It's very good.
I just realized a lot of the webtoons I follow finished.
Damn.
And now I can actually catch up on them.
Ooh, T-Pets of the Outcast Boys. Or for them?
Oh.
See, do we make it their animals if they have animals?
Ori,
or do we...
that made me think of something and I have to direct message you about it.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh. What is this guy? Ooh. I'm so curious now. Hold on. What was I doing? We're coloring. Mars distracted me. As I wait.
Mwahaha, all part of my master plan.
All part of my...
To slow her down so I can catch up.
Of course, Jamie. Yes.
I don't see why not, Jamie. It does sound like a very fun
yes,
profile picture.
Mars, I know.
Well, it was one of those things I wanted to say out loud. I realized I couldn't, so I just direct messaged you. Because I was like, oh man, that would look so cool with all the different colors that
Yep.
has.
Yep.
But we
Mhm.
can't, not yet. So we'll make that a
Okay,
stretch goal.
guys, this is one of the biggest annoyances I have about the comic, and it specifically is the fact that there are a ton of good songs and sounds that I want to do little animations to, that I want to do little things to, and I can't because they're really big spoilers, and thus if I do them, only Mars can see them, and I
Yeah.
want people to see them.
Ori doesn't get any traction from it.
Well, Jamie, if you would like to just direct message me about it, you can. I won't make you go through artistry.
Ori is very used to communicating with clients.
Yes.
She can figure
It's
it out.
more-
She's reliable.
I am not a person that is like, you must do it this way. It's more like artistry is, it's supposed to be easier, but if it's not easier, then, you know, yeah, just DM me. DM me either way, Jamie. Never be concerned to DM me about it. Literally, my most reliable client, like, that keeps coming back constantly, the one who I did the king as a dragon for, solely through Instagram DMs. That's fine, Jamie. Don't worry about it. You could DM me anytime. And yeah, solely through Instagram DMs. And literally the only reason I like look at that chat, that specific account's Instagram DMs, is because that's where this person lives to do all this stuff. I think I've literally only actually taken one commission through artistry since it's been a thing. But like, you know, just DM me about it.
Yeah.
That's fine, Jamie.
You know, it gets the job done.
It's all the same in the end.
I'm actually considering in the future, when things get a little less crazy in my life, so maybe sometime in summer, I might open up commissions as well if anyone wants a
Ooh.
story thing.
Fancy.
No.
All
I still
right.
gotta do more research into rates and stuff.
Yeah, and I will say, at least
That's
my
the one that
experience
gives me the most headache.
in the commission world is that you do your best research and then you just go for it. You can always change your rates later.
Yeah, that's what I'm learning.
Yeah, there's literally no, like, this is what you should try, you know, it's not
Jamie,
there.
will it be an English teapot, a ceramic teapot, a clay teapot? There's so many
teapot
to choose
that-
from.
Yeah, exactly. A teapot that looks like a pumpkin? No. I actually have a white
metal
teapot
kettle?
pumpkin. You don't know anything. Well, Jamie, my biggest suggestion for literally anything is go to Pinterest and type in the thing that you want.
Yes.
I will say Pinterest.
If you type in Rightworth, you will get Rightworth.
Oh my god, okay. The one downside to Pinterest is that when you go to your Pinterest home after you've been on Pinterest for fucking years, it leads you down rabbit holes.
It knows you
every single
after a
time
while.
I open my Pinterest, like, let me do it right now. Let me see. If I go
Oh
to
my god, I
Pinterest-
literally got Vashwood and it's the cutest.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. If I
It-
go
it
to
knows
my
what I
Pinterest
want.
homepage, literally immediately is Pretty Phoenix. I also have like butterfly character design characters, a bunch of butterfly character design characters, and yeah, just the Whiteworth comic.
Literally the
frickin-
first thing my Pinterest opened to, guys, is Wolfwood grabbing Vash by the coat and kissing him. And I'm
I
just
also
like,
have,
yeah, that's exactly what I want.
I also have Zagreus and the one dude,
Zagreus.
the guy with the white hair.
The one dude? Zagreus and the white dude? What?
Yeah, white hair. He's got like a white hair. It's not a bowl cut, but it's a bowl cut.
Thanos?
Yeah,
Thanatos?
Thanatos. Yeah, Thanatos.
Thanatos.
There you go.
Thanos.
Thanos. I mean, that's what he's based. That's what he's named after. There's Godot. Ooh, lots of Godot.
Definitely not what he's called.
No.
Also, I am ashamed how long it took me to remember Zagreus. I'm like, what the hell is Zagreus from?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Look at this really cute right worth though.
Oh, please. Oh my gosh,
It's
look how
so
soft.
good. I can't.
It's
Okay,
so
guys,
soft.
I'm so upset. Dylan is so sick, and I'm so sad. It's so sad. It's so
Ori,
gay, I know.
you need your cuddles. I'm
I
so
do,
sorry.
and I'm so upset. And all I get to see, I get to see all of this fucking cute rightworth shit. There's something else I was looking at, and then
You're just sitting there
I
like,
keep
why
rereading
does
one...
Phoenix get to cuddle his prosecutor and I can't cuddle
literally.
mine?
And I'm just like, oh, they're so softy. I know, Jamie, I can't
that's
be
the problem.
sick.
She can't get sick.
If I get sick, one, stream is harder, but two, main thing, I can't see my parents. I want to see them too. I'm so sad.
Life gets really hard when you're sick, you guys.
I'm so
That's
upset.
the problem. Life is so hard when you're sick.
And when you're trying not to get sick.
All we could do is just wish Dylan a speedy recovery. So
He's
Ori can get
taking
her
too
cuddles.
long. It's been a week tomorrow.
Oh yeah, shit.
So upset.
I was gonna ask, how's it looking for our Saturday rendezvous? But I think him healing might be more important.
That'll be his call. I don't know. He seems to be at the point where he would have DM'd last week if he felt this way, if that makes sense. So
Okay. As long as he's not pushing himself. We do want him to feel better.
I had it once and it only took me 5 days.
Well, some people just aren't on your level, Ori.
I know. My immune system is baller. Knock on wood.
You just have a goated immune system.
I do.
What do you want?
I will say, overall, as like a human, I have had a goated immune system.
That is very true, Jamie. You know the one
Okay.
thing that terrifies me about COVID, and the main reason, like, I really, 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 knock on wood, pray to the powers of the universe, do not want it. Fucking long COVID and the consequences of it.
Yeah, that's
after.
horrific. I don't
Like,
want to think about it.
That shit legit terrifies me.
Thankfully, I don't think
I don't
the
want my breathing to
strains.
change. I don't want how I live my daily life to change. I don't want my brain to change. Like, I'm good. I don't want that.
Yes, he does, Jamie, because fossas have really funky feet pads, and it's because they climb trees without grasping.
Yes.
They can just walk on trees, and they
fossas
all have
are funny little fellas.
Yeah. Now it's obviously like simplified and stylized.
Yes.
They what now?
They walk on trees.
They just walk on trees, but they don't really like. They don't have thumbs, you know. So they just.
They defy physics, Jamie.
Yeah. No, there's another animal that does it too that I'm gonna blank on. But
it's definitely not lemurs.
This is a fossa foot.
It's escaping me.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get it bigger. Yeah, there you go. This is
Look
a fossa
at that
foot.
thing.
This is the real thing. So
Look
this
at
is
that
what
thing.
his foot is based off of. That's why it's so wonky. But
those are some thick toe
little
beans.
Tropical.
Those are some padded toe beans.
And they're long because technically on the ground he walks plantigrade. Right? So technically he does both. That's how fossas work.
A picture of one climbing a tree.
Yeah,
Can you get one, Ori?
Find the thing I'm looking for. None of these things are what I want. Is it this one? Hold on.
We'll do our best, Jamie.
No, I don't think it's this thing. Okay, hold on. I was trying to find the other animal. Here's a good one of the fossa. Open image in the tab. Look at that.
Oh, look at him. So majestic. Now you guys see why Ferrex himself is so nimble too.
Yes. Because they're fucking nuts, guys.
They are. They really are.
Yeah, they do a lot of just kind of walking. Yeah, they did get forgotten by gravity. It has to do with the toe beans. There's another
I wouldn't
animal.
say they got forgotten by gravity. Gravity gave them special privileges.
I'm trying to think.
They're just base.
Mammal with. Lineman.
Also, Ori, I know you're not watching it yet, but I'm sending you this fan art. It's too
Okay.
damn good.
Whoa, that's not what I wanted. Not a tree kangaroo. There's a very specific animal that I specifically... Hyrexes! That's what it is. A hyrex. Okay.
Well, I definitely would not have named that.
Hyrex. Hyrex foot. Thank you. So there's this little furry creature, and they're really adorable. Look at this thing. He's so cute. But their feet look like this.
Oh, they're adorable.
And their feet are like this because they're specifically adapted to basically walk vertically along shit and
that
just
is the
post.
weirdest
Yeah,
animal foot I've ever seen.
They have black rubbery pads that are moistened by sweat glands, and they lift, and the center of the pad, they can lift it up, and it gives like a suction cup sort of effect. So they can literally do shit like this because they're literally suction cupping to rocks and trees and shit.
That is so damn cool.
But he's a loaf. Look at the little loaf.
He's a little loaf. Look how he sits.
So yeah,
Loaf
there's a lot
style.
of weird animals that climb in really, really weird ways. Yeah, look at him. Oh my god.
But this means we have so many options when it comes to designing characters.
Yeah, but that means that Ferrex's feet pads are specifically weird.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly, Jamie. You just go, what the fuck? How did they do that? But that they're built for it.
Now I'm just imagining Ferrex walking vertically up a tree, like he just walks up to it and just starts going up the wall.
Yeah, he can't do that
like Mavis
much.
from Hotel Transylvania.
He can't do that much.
Pacing just
But
walks up the tree.
That image
on the ground, like, what the actual hell?
But he could, like, four-legged kind of, like, run up a tree quick enough to basically do it vertically. But fossils do a lot of jumping, so they don't really just, like, climb. So he would jump and, like, jump. So he'd more like Mario wall jump, if that makes sense. Yeah, he does have the feet pads and opposable thumb, so he is winning overall at life. But it is a lot of jumping, so it's definitely like tree to tree to tree, you know, to branch and do like the swings and stuff. You know, there's definitely like monkey-related movements just because that's how humans work.
Such is life.
But yeah. So there's a reason that I make Ferrex so goddamn flippy, and it's because the animal he's based off of is basically, like, one of the climbiest animals. I know, Jamie, right?
Thing.
Imagine being a lame human.
This is why when you play D&D, you don't have to be a human.
Yeah,
you
why
could be
did you
something
choose human?
cool.
Alright, guys, I've done it. I've fixed all the colors.
Ah! Amazing!
Now we're gonna go in and cheat. So that's tree. So this is shrubs. So we're gonna
Well,
save.
It's not cheating, it's expediting the process.
Yes.
Hello, Oscar.
Hello, Oscar.
You appeared in human, not your kaiju form? What the heck?
Yeah. Turn into Cthulhu. Oscthulhu.
Cthulhu mode. Go!
Yes, we get to see my lovely shrubs.
Yes. They're very beautiful.
comic. This. Main comic. Nope. References. Locations. Shrubs and tree. Well, I didn't do the tree. Damn, I'm lame.
I feel like Hodson's been thinking that this entire time.
I mean, we see all the
along
cool
with
flips
some other things.
by Ferrix, so, you know, who wouldn't?
I mean, Ferrix doesn't even need a ladder. He can just launch himself into the air and suddenly he's on the ship.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I mean, you know, he's already afraid of heights.
Yeah.
What else
Poor
does he
Hodson.
really got going?
Not very much, sadly. But you know, everyone in the crew has a job, has something they need to do. If Hodson's gonna stay here, he's gonna have to pull his weight. A ladder, definitely ladder. I don't think a step ladder would get you very far if you're climbing a ship. Okay, so at least my understanding of a step ladder is like a smaller ladder than an actual ladder.
A step ladder is one
Like that's why it's called a step ladder.
One
Yeah.
smaller. Two,
You can't
you can
use that to
usually
climb onto a ship.
stand on the top platform, and
Yes.
three, it can stand up on its own. Right, so it has where it like folds out and it makes like an A. It can stand up on its own.
Your life is not at stake when you climb a step ladder.
A ladder,
Usually.
you shouldn't stand on the top rung, and it usually doesn't get held up by itself. Yeah, exactly. A stepladder is the
And
two
it's a
sides
death
together, and a ladder has to lean up against something, and usually you should have, in best practice, someone holding it for you.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, at least with a stepladder, Jamie, you have less of a way to fall.
Yeah.
It's 1 foot as opposed to 5 feet.
Oh no, you can have taller stepladders.
You could definitely have taller, but they don't get as big as your like average ladder.
No, of course not. No, we'll make
look
it
at those
just-
lovely bushes, you guys.
Yeah, these lovely shrubs. Yeah, we're gonna show off my shrubs because I spent way too fucking long on them, and I'm very happy. This is the one I drew first. It was based off a hobble bush, but it doesn't look like a hobble bush at all. But such is life. It looks more like a locust became a shrub, I guess. But it's pretty
That
good.
is one hell of a way
Pretty
to
nice.
describe it.
Then we have this one, which is specifically the butterfly bush that we see earlier that the Limerana jumps out of. And I'm very happy with how this one came out. A lot. I really like how it looks. I really like it a lot. Happy lurkin'.
Enjoy the lurk, Jamie.
And then
we appreciate
this
it.
one isn't particularly based off anything, but I will say this one and this one both look like cool video game plants. Right? Like, this looks like a real video game style thing, and I'm very happy with it. Wow, I'm looking at, like, on the little screen, and it's really nice.
It's just so amazing, like how we've gone from
Yeah.
Dr. Seuss trees to
Yeah, do we
holy
wanna-
shit, this
do we
looks
wanna
like a tree.
see
Yes.
the comparison.
Let's see
let's
Ori's
look at
first
the
ever
comparison.
trees.
Is it in this one? I think it's in...
I swear to God, guys, we went from Dr. Seuss truffula trees to this. The change is incredible.
Yeah, hold on. Let me find the actual. Oh, here it is. Is it this one? Is it in here? Yeah.
Thanks for showing Stream Elements some love, Oscar.
Yes. I know, Nicole, right? It does look so soft and
does
tight.
look
So this
super
is what we
fluffy.
have now. And this is what Ori drew original. So Kenzie, I don't know if you're still here, but I think it was you who said that, like, drawing backgrounds was very humbling. This is the very first Outcast background for trees and shit that I ever drew. And now we're at this level.
Yeah, giving Lorax vibes. That's why I called it a truffula tree.
Now we're at this level. What's another one I really like? References.
I thought the one based on
locations.
the Hobble Tail?
Oh,
Hobble
no, I
something?
was thinking like a whole background. I really
Oh,
like
oh, oh, oh.
this one a lot. I really love this background a lot.
Oh,
They're
look at
not
that grass,
background, they're
guys.
characters. Yeah,
Doesn't
they're
it
like the
feel like a place you could
interacting.
actually go?
Yeah, like you're walking to the. I really love that one. I also still. It's kind of a slightly different style, but I still really like this one. I still really like this one.
I still love that one. Like the branches look like feathers. It's so good.
Yeah. And then I do the canopy garden will always be. It's a little more technical, you know, of a thing, but I'm still very happy with it.
The canopy garden is still amazing. Look at all that variety.
Look at the growth, guys.
From truffula trees to beauty.
Also, at this point, I wasn't shading the comic at all because it was like, let's, save time. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never
No,
mind.
originally there was going to be no shading at all.
Because it does take time to render. How long did this take? To be honest, longer than it should. However, the point... Oh, how long did it take to get here, time-wise?
Well, we started in 2020.
Yeah, that first thing I showed was drawn, I think was finished in, like... Was it finished in 2020 or early 2021?
I think it had to be early 2021.
Yeah.
Because that's when we started hashing everything out.
Let me check. It might not be accurate, actually, because everything got moved. But let's see if it is. No, it was 2020. Because that was the very, very first one that got completely scrapped and replaced with the prologue. That was September of 2020 was that first one. So now we're here at this.
Damn.
So that's about 3.5 years. Ish. Yeah, math. Yeah, math. Oh my god, Mars, that Vashwood is very good. I just
Isn't it so cute?
It's so good. Oh.
It's like that's a scene I would imagine if I was writing a fan fiction.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
That's exactly how I would imagine that.
But I will say it wasn't consistent of 3.5 years, Kenzie. Like there was definitely a long period of time where I wasn't drawing backgrounds like at all. Like I was just working on the characters and stuff. The backgrounds came later. I actually and it was gradual. Lurk away, pastry puff, lurk away.
Yes. Lurk if you must. We appreciate it.
I will say
always.
There have been like really weird leaps and bounds in the sense of that it was like there was what you saw, what I showed you, the very beginning. And there was like a middle ground of where it was like, I still wasn't at a place where I'm like, this is a style that meshes with the thing, but it is still significantly better than that very, very first attempt. Let's go to the comic. Because these are older. So these panels and these inside backgrounds here, these are the oldest official ones, like that we still posted officially. So you can see it's a lot more chunkier, it's a lot more cartoony, you know. You use a lot of blur, which I still do, but you know, it's a lot chunkier. I think the next two have good ones. Where's the one I want? Hold on. Nope, not that one. No. That's an updated image, actually. Okay, like this. You can see it's improved, right? But it is still relatively cartoony, I would say. You know, with the thick lines, and it's definitely more just like, you could tell that they're trees, but they're definitely not like painterly or anything like that. And so it's a step up, but it's not like nuts. And then you get to like, I think it's, yeah, it's like in here.
I think it's right about Aster's hangout.
So
where
actually, before I
things become
know it's
more
the
defined.
campfire scene. It's I started
Oh,
using
campfire scene.
brushes for the things, so
Right,
the leaves
that's
are
where
a
you
little
get a
more
little more detail
defined.
with the leaves.
So this is the leaf. This is a brush that I used. And so, you know, shortcuts and everything. This is like a grass brush and
Yes.
everything.
Work
so it does
smarter, not
give
harder, you guys.
a little more in depth. You know, it does seem to be, you know, more everything. There's more lighting going on just overall. Like I did paint this trunk. That's not a brush and everything. And there's just more texture overall. And then, yeah, we hit Aster's hangout. And that's when I actually had to draw, like, full-on locations. It's not this one.
I think
So
it would
this
be the
this
next
is like
one.
a brush. These are hand drawn though. And then yeah, so these are like brushes in the background, but then I needed to make a different location. So you can see here that this long panel has to be a transition between the two places. So this is fully hand drawn. And you can still see that it's kind of like that, like kind of cartoony, but I've blurred it out and I've used like brushes in certain circumstances. And then you get, this is still brushes, you get this area, this location that I showed with the pine trees. And so this is all, while this texture is a brush, every like thing is a hand-drawn thing, right? But my trick is, Kenzie, is that I spend a fair amount of time on this image, the location, and then I literally bring this into every background. So I do it once and I never draw it again, right? That's why I have all of these like full-on images. So this one is actually, it has the sunset, but I also have like no, this is another folder. I also have a non-sunset version. So I saved it as a Clip Studio file and I made it a sunset version. I drew this way first and then I made it a sunset version, right? I did the same. I did, there's 3. There's this background where we have the sun is setting, the sun has set, and the sun is rising. So those are 3, but I basically just changed the colors of the whole thing, you know, and like overlays and played with it that way. So a lot of these relied fairly heavily on like special brushes. I think this was the least. The grass is this brush, but like I drew the sand, I drew the rocks, you know, I drew the boat and everything like that. And the water. So that's probably why I like this one a lot. But that's why I'm very happy to get to this point now where, just like these trees, I fully drew this shrub by hand. Like I didn't use a brush. And I can afford myself that specifically because I'm doing literally what I'm doing right now, and that is copy and pasting them to blur them in the background. So I know that the reader will not notice that, right? The reader's not going to be like, oh, she literally copy and pasted the same shrub over and over. Like, you're not going to know. It's blurred out. It's in the background. Like, you're not paying attention to that sort of thing. So it's fine, and thus I can spend a significant amount of time drawing it because I know that I only have to do it once, and then I'll actually then be able to use this for not only this, you know, this entry, but every entry that takes place in this location, because it's a reoccurring location. And it's worth it. That's my rant.
And how informative it was.
I think the only other thing I would say is that I I only ever watched like one specific video on how to draw backgrounds, and then the rest I did kind of just fumble my way through. And the reason I did that is because that's what was most enjoyable to me. After a certain point, I didn't like having to learn. Yeah, exactly, Nicole. Exactly. It's a lot of flipping. It's a lot of, just chilling. All that sort of stuff. Take shortcuts where you can. It's not worth, like, draining yourself to do it. If I had to draw a background every single time because of, like, my pride or something, we would not have the comic. It just wouldn't be possible. I just wouldn't be able to keep it up, you know?
Gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do, indeed. You're not behind. Thank you. I'm glad that I can help, Kenzie. And these backgrounds aren't going to be
good advice when it comes to art.
As detailed. I'm literally, after I plan them all, going to blur them out. That's just like a depth thing. That's just like a, it keeps the focus on the character. And yeah. There you are. Come here. Plant. We'll flip you. We'll give you here. Take that one away. Perfect. Whoa. That's the ground. So then... Stop. Okay. So now something I will say I do try to keep in mind, just because it's good form. I decided that this is what Ferrex's area to his left looks like. So on this angle, I'm going to try and follow that. So we have the shrub should be coming, the yellow is right here him now. Now we're looking at him at like an angle. So he'll have some yellow shrub, but that pink shrub is in the back there.
And this will give us an idea of the space they inhabit.
It just gives it a little more, yeah, exactly. You don't have to be perfect because it is a natural environment. You do have to sort of work a little harder in a structured environment, so like an actual room and things like that. But why are you like that? Okay, weird. But when you're kind of in this like natural environment, it's a lot easier. And I will say that means that I prefer working in the outside environments, because when we worked on the boat, I had to draw every boat, and I had to draw because it matters, right? A boat does look different, and people will notice. But you're telling me that you notice how a tree looks from every angle and it looks different? Like, no. I'm an arborist, and I don't even care that much to like figure that out, right? So it's definitely like no one's gonna notice it in that way. But you're used to how a chair works. You're used to how, a room works. And
You're
if you do it if you cheat too much, I guess, it's like people will notice.
Yeah.
So you want to use stuff just enough that you can get away with it.
Exactly.
So this would be this way, because we're looking at it from behind. And so I'm gonna bring, where are you, purple plant? Come here. In there. And I will say I enjoy that our island is very colorful. It just makes me a happy Ori.
It's so nice.
It gives a bit of a fantasy vibe
with these colors
without being like nuts,
it's otherworldly, but still within the realm of possibility, and that's always our goal with anything in this series.
Yeah.
It's like we don't have these in our real world, but if certain things were to happen, we could.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of
Oh,
also the same
no.
approach we took with the callers as well. Oh no, what happened?
I have to draw a Hotson line that I didn't draw. No, that's the wrong layer.
His back. It's his
Yep.
coat, isn't it?
It's just his back. He needs to have his back because he's sitting there next to Ferrex. He doesn't disappear. What the hell? I drew him. I even sketched him.
Sense.
He's sketched there. I just didn't draw the line.
But he wasn't lined.
Exactly.
That's pretty funny.
Okay, now I'm second guessing myself about this one though. Does he sit down later?
What's the
Yeah,
timeline?
he does. Okay. Yeah, he sits down
so
later.
this is fine.
So this one's okay. I'm like, hold on a second.
Yeah, here he comes
But
over to sit.
he
You have
sits
the
down
establishing
here,
shot of him
and then,
on the
yeah.
log.
Yeah. So he hasn't
Okay.
sat when we're here,
So he's
so it's
good.
okay
You don't
that he's
have
not
to draw
there.
in the whole
I was like,
Hodson.
oh god, please. But yeah, this one, the sketch is there. And I'm
Past
like, what?
story, please.
Yeah. Okay, we're going when Ori does this shit. We're like moving through, so.
Oh no, I agree and I respect it. But sometimes you just have that moment where it's like, past me, why did you do this? Now present to me is upset.
Yep. I did not drink very much water today.
There's some days where you just don't.
Yep.
It's like, you know you should, but water is bland.
See, I don't have the issue of the water is bland. I literally just sometimes don't think about it. Like, I'm not drinking anything. You know, like, I just don't think about it. Like, I'm not thirsty, right?
I see.
And then there's other days where it's like, oh my god, there is not enough water in this universe to quench my thirst. And it's like,
It's
why?
like when you finally get your hand on a water bottle, you start taking sips, but then they turn in like desperate gulps because
Yeah,
like, oh fuck,
when
I
you
haven't
don't
drank
realize
anything.
you're thirsty, and it's like, buddy,
Yeah.
can you tell me, please? Like I
Like,
would
send
really
the
like
signal
to
to my
help.
brain so I can get the hydrate juice.
Yeah, exactly. Can you tell me? Because then I can help you.
It's like, help me, help you, help me, help
Exactly.
you.
Exactly. Okay. So lovely.
Oh, look at it coming along.
Yeah, but see, look how many backgrounds I could do now.
Yeah.
1, 2,
And Ori's
3,
zooming, you guys.
4,
Ori
5,
is
6,
zooming.
7, 8. I mean, they're not. Some of them aren't fully finished because I do have to draw a log, but a lot of them are pretty finished. Have a nice time, Kenzie.
Bye bye, Kenzie. Enjoy Fallout.
To be fooled that coffee is water. I don't know. It just never hits the same. Like, no matter what I drink, I will
I
say.
could sometimes do tea in place of water, but it just doesn't hydrate the same.
Like, I do crave that water, you know? It's definitely like a thing that I want sometimes.
But does your body do the thing and tell you when you want it?
I would say most of the time. The big thing for me is when it's like when you are thirsty but you just don't have enough water, right? Like you're just physically there's not enough water. Oh, thank you for the follow, Crow Guy.
Oh, thanks, Crow Guy.
The subscribe
Happy to
actually
have
on
you
YouTube.
here.
Yeah, you guys get to see the cool mulatto animation every time.
That's a fun one. I've always loved that one.
It's a good one. It's a good one. He's being a little shit. It's so good.
That he is. We wouldn't have him any other way.
Hello, Mason.
Hiya, Mason.
Oh, Mason. Okay, there was something that I wanted to say to you specifically, and you weren't in it, and now I've forgotten it. So let me try to. What were we talking about? Was it backgrounds? God, I'm so upset with myself.
Was it the trees, the backgrounds?
No. It was
The
something that
growth
I was
over
like, I want
time?
to tell Mason. And I want to say something to Mason.
It was art
Ugh.
related, right?
It was definitely art related. It was
Huh.
99% art related.
I'm
But
trying
I'm
to think
drawing
what
a
we've
blank.
covered tonight.
Nope, it's lost me, Mason. I'm sorry. I've let
It's
you
gonna
down.
come back at the weirdest time.
Yeah, it'll come back.
That's just always how it goes.
Goodness. We were talking about backgrounds and we were talking about stuff. Nice, Mason.
Congrats!
So good. A full house and a good show. Perfect. I don't think this is shrub, is it? It's not tree. I guess the tree's that way. But I'm not looking directly through them like I am here. So I'm pretty sure the tree is this way, and so I think it is shrub.
I feel like it would be.
I think it is shrub. Because I was also using... Whoops, I saved. I mean, not a bad thing, but whoops. Take a pause, because I saved. I literally, I just clicked the wrong hotkey. That's what happened. Okay.
I mean, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah. Okay, now let's look at what I gave. So, Sinnit, we gave him, like, purple around there first. So we'll give purple is over here. And I think I flipped it. So we'll give the purple... We'll make it mostly purple, actually. I really like the purple bush, I won't lie.
The purple bush is gorgeous. So pillowy.
Nicole, I actually purchased myself a programmable separate number pad. That was like my first ever building mechanical keyboard thing. And so I can program any key that I want to be any key, any hotkey. And so I have top left, there's like, so the top row is like slightly separated from the rest of the thing. And the topmost left key is the save key. Not the save as key, that's a different one, but the save key. Directly below that is a key that is the letter K, which is the move tool. This one, that I can like click something and move it around. I think it's literally just called the move tool. Yeah, move layer. And I tried to click K and I hit save, which again isn't a bad thing, but definitely a little.
It's just
it
not
pauses
what was
the groove.
intended. I'm glad Pastry Puff.
I'm glad. I mean, I like
I'm
talking
glad we
about
got
drawing
that
pastry
podcast
puffs, so it works
vibe.
out. I think every stream but the Ace Attorney stream is a podcast vibe, and even the Ace Attorney streams can be solely listened to. So.
Oh yeah, because we're reading them like a radio drama, honestly.
We'll read them like, and like we're describing things, you know, like verbally a lot of the times. When I pointed out, it's like, why does he have a this? I'm not just like circling with the mouse. I'm like describing it too. So, you know. I think that
like,
being...
Where did this come from?
I think that being both intriguing to a certain extent as a visual medium, if you wanted to watch, but also as a tap. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or the making
that
the drinking sounds.
Crucial.
Brain just died. Hold on, it'll come back.
Oh, no.
Booting back up. Yeah, making content that you can both watch and it is interesting or solely listen to is kind of like a nice in between, because I know as a person I'm listening to a lot more content than I'm watching, just because I'm usually doing art. So it is like I can't be watching something and doing art. And so it's nice to like
that would be a level of multitasking that no one's achieved yet.
Yeah, and so it's nice to be able to just listen to a lot of stuff. But, you know, they still do have like visuals. It is a video, you know, and this sort of thing. So it's like, I think while I recommend you watching our Ace Attorney videos, because I do like weird camera stuff, and like, you know, there's little animations now. And yeah, guys, there's another animation in today's episode.
It was
That's
in
two
today's
animations
episode, and it was so
out of, I think,
good.
5. It's 2 animations out of 5 animations total. But you obviously don't have to, because I think we're still funny just talking.
Exactly.
On your Ace Attorney favorites chart. Ooh, yes, yes. I remember the thing Nicole did that inspired you to do it too. You better watch it. I mean, it's very nice.
Nicole, I feel like shortcuts are a lifesaver sometimes. It's just like,
yeah.
as you're going, it keeps the flow moving. It's nice.
Yeah,
Can't go wrong with a good old shortcut.
But that's one of the reasons why I hate like changing programs, is because now I either have to, one, remember exactly what all my shortcuts are to reset it, like to remake it the way I want it to be, and have to like finagle ones that are like overlapping because I'm used to, you know, certain shortcuts, or just learn all new different ones.
It'd be rough sometimes.
Ooh. Okay,
ooh,
we
nice
might.
pastry.
I didn't even realize that. Hold on. I didn't even realize that they had titles and not names, because I think Nicole's was in Korean, and I sadly can't read Korean. So I was like, I didn't even process that they were like favorite defendant or favorite whatever. Yeah, they are in Korean. So I don't know if they were just their names in Korean or they were their like things. And so, but that means I think when we finish all the games, we might have to do that.
I think so. It'll be our grand hurrah.
Life advice, Mason. Life advice. Indeed. The corner never even existed.
That's a fair point.
Oh, it was just your favorite characters? Okay, okay. Then Pastry Pep found something else. I don't know everybody on your chart, so brain can only brain so much.
Brain can only brain so much at 10:18.
It's so hard to pick a favorite, like even just now. And it's okay. I am such a main character simp person, like really, really, really hard. It is rare
Hardcore.
that I am not a main character fan, that it makes it difficult to say that Phoenix is not my favorite character, because I love him a lot. I do really enjoy him. But it's like, I do like Edgeworth, but do I like Edgeworth, like, overall more than Phoenix? Like, I don't think so.
I feel like you do.
But I vibe with Phoenix so hard, man.
You vibe with Phoenix, but you love Edgeworth.
It's so tough. See, that's why it's so tough.
That would be my argument. You do vibe with him, but you love Edgeworth.
They are,
Phoenix doesn't make you swoon when he comes on screen. He makes you proud.
But he doesn't make you swoon. But see, is that what makes a favorite character? You know, like, I don't know. Is me not swooning, specifically not favorite character?
A matter of vibing versus simping.
There you go, Nicole. I think this is correct.
Yeah, that feels accurate.
You have cracked the code, Nicole.
Because Bash, vibe, Wolfwood, simp.
Yes. Okay. See, this is where we've come across. I think you've hit the net. I think you've unlocked my whole life into a new perspective with that one statement, Nicole. Because it really fits so much.
I'm trying to think how we could apply it to Fairy Tail. Natsu, vibe, gray, simp.
Yeah, but to be honest, none of the Fairy Tail characters hit the level of simp. Just in general, in my opinion.
I don't know, that new Seraph design, man.
I can't.
That was pretty damn good.
See, but his like whole deal is too much for me, you know. So it like ruins it, right? Apollo vibe, Gavin simp.
Some people could look at that and go, "I can fix him."
I could feel that, Nicole. I could feel that.
Yeah.
No, there's no fixing Zaref. It's real painful. But I will say, Mars, so you know that like gray hairstyle that you liked? He doesn't keep that the whole time, but instead of it being specifically part of his like persona when he was like infiltrating the evil guild, it is what just happens when he like goes into demon power form, and it's just like, well, damn, all right. So it does come back a significant amount of times.
Okay, guys, because Nicole said this, usually you ship the vibe and the simp. I gotta ask, in Outcast, who is your vibe and who is your simp? And are they shipped together?
Wow, this is, yeah.
I guess Hotsun vibe, Milano simp?
Yeah. Oh, so good. I think technically I have to go the opposite way in just how I draw art, though. So it works. Because Milano vibe and Hotsun simp, because he is the main muse when I draw Medic Kofi art. I mean, think about it, okay?
I can check Pastry Puff. I wonder what words you're typing that doesn't like.
Oh, let me see.
You cursing at all? Let's go see.
Ooh, I might not get to see it because mine's loading in.
Discord.
No, not oops.
Dream elements. I don't see anything. Which is probably something on my end. Like, I don't think my permissions might have changed because I'm on a new computer.
No,
I don't know, Pastry.
Seeing anything, Pastry Puff.
Ferrex vibe, Milano simp, and you may be interested in the ship.
I mean, when you see that one interaction with them, well, the vibe that we go for is siblings. I know that Dylan immediately goes there.
The vibe is, this is my annoying little brother, but I love him dearly and I would kill for him.
If you also want to DM me, Pastry Puff, you could do that too. But I don't see anything not. Oh, hold on. Maybe if I do it this way.
Yeah, I don't see messages.
No, it hasn't.
I'm sorry, Pastry Puff.
Changed. Yeah, I'm sorry that YouTube is being a butt.
Yeah, that's weird. Huh. Confusion.
Yeah, just tell me on Discord and I'll read it.
We can relay your words.
Exactly.
The Pony Express.
Okay.
But yeah, no, God, it's honestly so true.
It's so you have literally opened my eyes, Nicole. Because
Yuji,
that is my struggle.
He's a vibe. Megumi, depending on who you are, could be a simp, and they definitely get shipped together.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's the big question: Gojo, Suguru, which one is the vibe and which one is the simp? I feel like that one comes down to personal preference. Gojo and Geto, who do you vibe, who do you simp?
That one's tough. Here, no. I have an answer, and the answer is Gojo both, and we just have Gojo on his own.
But Gojo was his boyfriend.
No, I ship it. No. Okay, Mars, no, this is mine. Gojo vibe, Nanami simp.
Okay, I see it.
I've won.
Yes.
I've gotten there. We've gotten there.
Because Geto is technically dead, so...
Yeah. You're gonna post 2
I have no idea, Pastry Puff.
In Discord. Ooh, one with the spoiler characters blotted out. Thank you. Oh, how nice. Beautiful.
I'm gonna guess Dylan just lost his game.
Yeah, something. Or died. Yeah, I don't know, Pastry Puff. Maybe it was too many words? Were you just over the word limit, maybe? I don't know how long it is.
Me reading Pastry Puff's comment, I have no idea what words YouTube keeps hating, and then Dylan in the background going,
I even have the door closed and everything. But yeah. So no, I've beaten it. Interesting, Pastry Puff. Yeah, I don't know why.
Huh. YouTube's just not feeling it tonight, I guess. It's
No.
weird. That's really bizarre.
Yeah, these are like no words that I would have put. So I don't know.
It's like all these words are okay.
Oh,
Oh.
I think I have figured it out.
Ori solved the mystery. What was the mystery?
It might be the word spoiler.
Oh!
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
it.
that could put it on
I think
alert.
that's it. Because I think that it's set up to try and eliminate that for... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. I can't actually check.
I think that's what did it.
But I think that's what it is.
That makes sense.
No. It's us. We did it purposefully because we had like one stream where there's a lot of people being like spoiler and then like it coming up. So that's us. But on YouTube I can't make it. It is during Ace Attorney stream. And on YouTube I can't make it so it's just certain streams very easily. But I bet that's the word.
Yeah.
But it's specifically because we were having an issue with a bunch of new people joining our chat and just like saying like spoiler blah 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 and like, you know, Dylan and
if it was an Ace Attorney night, then
it was an
Dylan
Ace Attorney
wouldn't have
night.
been happy.
Yeah. It was an Ace Attorney night, and it was specifically like new people joining. And so I'm pretty sure that's what's happened. So you guys are in the know.
Yes, now you know. And knowing is half the battle.
Because it doesn't affect you guys 99% of the time. Yeah, it's spoiler. Yep. That's a thing I did. Literally because of exactly what happened. We had like one Ace Attorney stream where we had a bunch of new people join and they kept like doing it, and it's like, okay, I need to curb this now. we need to curb this
We
now.
need to do damage control.
Yeah, like this is too many.
Oh, so pretty.
Sounds good, Pastry Puff. When was that stream? It was...
That must have been 2 months ago.
Yeah, because it was
recent.
when I changed it to it was when I changed it to having all the stuff. All the I can check actually. Hold on. 2 seconds. It is here. No. Because I can scroll back to when we had a mod conversation about it. I think it was January. Sometime in end of January, it looks like. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, beginning of January. It was the beginning of January. Because I wanted to ask you guys if the no spoilers message happened too often during the Ace Attorney stream. And so that would have happened literally after that stream happened, where it was just going on too much. What case? What did we finish?
It was January? I feel like that was the case before Bridge to Turnabout.
So it would have been...
it was either Bridge to Turnabout or the case before it.
You sure it wasn't stolen?
In January? Of this year?
Yeah.
No way.
Beginnings? Maybe it was Beginnings.
I feel like it was Beginnings.
Yes,
There's
it was Beginnings
no
because it was
stolen.
Bratworth. Yeah. It was Beginnings because it was Bratworth. It was Turnabout Beginnings.
Because we literally just started playing Investigations. Like, we finished Bridge to Turnabout last month. So it had to be... It had to be that one.
Yeah, Pastry Puff, yeah.
Pretty sure, yeah, Pastry Puff.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
No, I wasn't gonna name names.
We had to put in some precaution. You know, some people do want to go into things blind.
And you know, I will admit, there's no way for you to know, but I will say, at least in my personal experience, it's etiquette to assume no spoilers first. But you know, it's all been resolved.
I don't
and...
give a shit about spoilers, but I do still ask, hey, would you like the spoiler?
Yeah, exactly.
That's just good manners.
It's more like updates needed to be made either way if we are gonna get, you know, bigger eventually, and you know, it's just
and
nothing
the
of
nights are usually the biggest.
yeah,
so we gotta
and nothing of nothing really of value was lost. You know, it was really circumvented overall.
Exactly.
So in the end, it was for the better.
Oh,
no! Hold on. Did I just be a stupid?
Did you just lock a layer?
No, I didn't color this boo.
Oh!
Ah!
I was wondering about that.
Yep, I just forgot to.
I looked at the trivia question page,
not
and I have
read it.
no idea the answer, so I'm not answering.
Okay, I saw that it was posted, but I didn't read it. Let me read it.
I have no clue what it could possibly be, so
where's
I'm pleading the
trivia?
fifth on this
There
one.
It is. During Recipe for Tournament, the chief of detectives is watching an Asian soap opera. What was happening in the show right as the power was turned off? Oh, okay, I remember this. But what was happening? I think it was... Let's see.
Yeah, I definitely don't remember this one either, Pastry Puff. This one is so
I mean, you
niche
got
and
half credit.
specific, I'm just like, nope.
I definitely remember this happening. Like, I remember this happening. I remember there was a part.
I don't even remember that.
Okay, we'll say that bonus. Do I remember anything enough for the bonus? Was the name of the character that the chief mentions? Ori Vault open. Let's get in there. I can picture the place. I can picture the lines.
You can do it, Ori.
What was his name?
We all believe in you.
I feel like it was... And that's my guess. Now let's look at everybody else's answer.
That is a vibe.
Okay, maybe I got it. Damn it, Enthuse! No! I wrote Enthuse and he got it wrong. Damn it.
Oh, man.
Damn it. That's so funny. The original name of Emma Sky. Yeah, I didn't draw this food. I'm so upset. Alright. We're moving on, though. That's a deal with it later thing.
Yeah.
We're not dealing with it right now.
No,
right now we're
we'll cross that bridge
copying
when we come
and
to it.
pasting plants. Okay, Aster. I need a thing with Aster. Aster has a lot more... No, he doesn't. I do give
Also,
Aster...
I sent you some more very pretty fan art. Ori,
I did
because
briefly see, but
I
I
adore these boys.
Is that link click?
It is, yes.
Okay. Oh, who's Vibe and who's Sim?
Okay. Sheng is the vibe and Lu is the simp.
Okay, which one's which?
Black-haired guy is Sheng, white-haired guy is Lu Guang.
Oh, alright. They're very cute. Alright. I'm seriously enamored, the Cole, by that statement, though. I'm like, seriously, my mind is fucking opened. Because I've always had this struggle of, like, I really love this character. Like, it's so good. but it's definitely like. Also, I really like this character for different reasons. Okay, there it is. Kirishima vibe, Bakugo simp.
Bakugo is the sim.
Yes!
Okay.
I don't like him as a person as much. He does grow, and I do know that. So, Pastry Puff, basically...
Pastry Puff, in deciding, like...
I couldn't
who's
decide
your favorite character,
who
it's
my
for
favorite
different
Ace Attorney
reasons.
character was, right? And I'm very much like a
Because
main
I was arguing that
person,
Ori's favorite character is Edgeworth.
but I'm
because
like,
she always swoons
but
when
I
he comes
also
on screen.
love Phoenix so much. I vibe with him so much. And Nicole said something along the lines of this is sounds like a
This is your
vibe,
and then
I
the
think
other
this
is your
I think
simp.
it's a matter of vibing and simping. Usually you ship the vibe and the simp, and I was like, this has been like my mind opened.
And it's very true.
Yeah.
We have slowly been determining over all the shows
Like,
we
it
have
works.
watched who's the vibe and who's the simp.
It works so well.
It really
Because
does.
then that
incredible.
brings it, then it works out with where Skate Infinity, it's like, yes, Reki is vibe and Langa is simp. Like, we get there.
Oh, definitely.
We get there. Because that's always the problem. I'm like, which one? We
Also,
have
Joe is
achieved
vibe,
it.
Cherry is simp. Fight me.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right, though. You're right.
Joe
though.
is such the vibe. He's a himbo.
You're right, though.
Which by extension also means Gallo is the vibe and Leo is the simp.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Cause yes. Thinking of the ships
I need
you
to
have.
rewatch Promare, you guys. I have been thinking about rewatching it for weeks now, and I just have not. Maybe that's how I'll treat myself next weekend.
There you go.
That would be a nice reward after internship. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. That sounds fun.
But it just works so well, and literally, like, my entire life has just, like, come to a conclusion here.
My eyes have been opened.
My eyes have been opened.
My perspective on the world has changed.
It really has. I'm like, I see everything in a new light now.
Yes.
And I
Okay,
feel more
well,
confident
now-
to go forward and proclaim, my favorite
I'm
characters.
slowly going through all my ships. Like, guys, one of my not very, very first, but one of my forays into, like, true ship fandom was Prom and Male Robin from Fire Emblem Awakening. Because, oh my god, look at the fucking game dialogue.
Yeah.
Like,
Martha showed
they-
me official art.
the official art, also the official lines, and just the dynamic they have. Like, okay, it does work platonically, yes, but also, oh my god, this is like so romantic coded. you can't escape it. This is so heartfelt. This is so wholesome. Like, end me. I'm trying to decide who's the vibe and who's the simp in that one.
I don't
Okay,
know the
no,
characters
Crom
well enough.
Crom is the vibe, Robin is the simp. It's gotta be.
It's just too good. And then Mars tried to catch me with Gojo and
I
Tsuru,
did!
but
And then
she
Ori caught
didn't
me!
succeed. I threw her right back. Okay,
I'm trying to
no.
think, what else
But the
have we
true
watched?
fairy tale ship, Frida's the vibe and Laxus is the like, oh my god.
I mean, come on. Have you
So
seen that
good.
guy's hair? He literally has like antenna, little green antenna sprigs.
Oh my god, I can't. They are the true fairy tale
so
ship.
cute.
I don't care. You can't ship anybody else.
Like,
it doesn't work.
You could keep your Nalu, you can keep your Groovia. Nah, Laxreed is where it's at.
Yeah.
Or Freakus?
It's Fraxus.
Fraxis.
Yeah.
That sounds way better.
Yeah, Fraxus.
That doesn't sound like a medicine.
Sadly, we have not pastry puff.
Mm-mm.
But see, it works. That's what we're saying.
Exactly.
It works.
You know, you could just plug your characters into these categories and it checks out.
I will say, my very first ship, I'm finding it difficult to know.
Well, guys, if we're talking about my very, very first ship, it was Raven and Beast Boy.
Because I think that it has to be that
Which-
Kim Possible is
come
the
on,
vibe
Raven
and Ron is the
definitely.
simp. and I'm dating Unstoppable, so it works out. It works out. Yeah, because Suki's the vibe and Sokka's the simp. You know, like
that would be reverse. Because I'm like, okay, Ron is the vibe because the personality, yes, but Kim, that's a simp.
yeah, and see, to me, it's like I'm Kim Possible.
That's
I want to
my
be Kim
simp.
Possible. You know, Ron is the simp. I love my boy.
I want to be Kim Possible, but you know, I wouldn't say no to meeting a Kim Possible.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing with like Francisca, right? Like, I want to be here. I don't want to be, you know, with her in any, you know.
See, Francisca is one of those lines where it's like, do I want to be you or do I want to be with you? I don't know.
Yeah, I find there's definitely like, if it's a strong woman character, you know, like Suki or like Kim or like, you know, Francisca, it's like, yes, you are the thing to aspire to be. Alrighty, I think I have done all of the backgrounds that have significant plants. This might get plants, but I don't know.
Once it gets a seat for Ferrex.
Yeah, I have to draw... what I should do is draw the tree, I guess. Because that I can copy-paste as well.
Ooh, a new rare pair. Defended by defended. See? It works, Pastry Puff.
Yeah.
It really works.
See, it works out. It's so good.
I'm trying to think, what other ships have I had over the years?
Now we're really getting into the weeds the more I think about it.
Oh, we're really getting into the weeds.
Yuri on Ice, though.
Ooh. Are we talking Yuri? Victory?
Yeah.
Oh, that one's hard. Come on.
I know.
Okay, all right. I think I know.
Okay,
Victor is the vibe.
Okay,
and
I'm in
Yuri is the
agreement.
simp.
I'm in
because
agreement.
when Yuri goes into his
Eris
mode,
I want to die.
Yeah.
Oh,
that is simp. That is simp.
So good. Yes.
That's like he's got the pose. He's
so
like
good.
he's
got
putting
the
Chris
hair.
to shame, and Chris is acknowledging it. That's how you know. That's
Damn.
how you know.
Yeah.
As like Victor starts out that way, but as the series progresses, like he just gets softer and softer and softer.
Yeah,
so
no,
it's like,
100%.
yeah, no, he's the vibe. He is the vibe.
Victor's the vibe. Yeah, no, 100%. Oh my god. Yeah.
You almost stumped me.
Well, I came to the same conclusion.
So close.
Though. I came to the same conclusion though. I was like, ooh.
We really do share the same brain.
Like 99% of the time, yeah.
Let's see, who else?
It's hard. There's a fair amount of shows where I don't like ship anybody, so it is like
buddy daddies. Kazuki and Rei. Go.
Okay, I think we're gonna share the same brain again.
I think so too.
Kazuki's
this one
the
feels
vibe
obvious.
and Rei is the simp. Like fuck.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck. But see, that's what makes it when you're like, who's your favorite character?
To be
like
the simp, though.
It's like Kazuki. I'm like my boy. You know, I love him.
It's like I
He's
like
such
them
the
for
vibe.
different reasons.
Exactly.
Like I love how loving
That's
Kazuki
why...
is to Miri. Like he's such a good papa and everything. But then you have Rei like
so
kicking ass in the
goofy, and he's
corner
just having
and
a
going
time.
through his whole character arc. And I'm just like,
fucking
I love you
cleaning
too.
up
You're a good
like
character.
Jesus. Okay, I feel like this
so
is
good.
very easy too. The billionaire detective Balance Unlimited. Really?
Yeah, that's a hard one, Pastry Puff.
Oh.
I gotta go Mia vibe Diego simp.
Yeah, okay.
He's going
Diego
around
is
calling
definitely
her
not
kitten.
the vibe. So I'm definitely
He's going
here.
around calling her kitten. Like
Yeah, Mia is the
simp.
vibe. Strong, independent woman, you know, puts her foot down, that sort of thing. Diego, I mean, he's a beautiful man.
He is a beautiful man. He just has to work on
Yeah.
his attitude.
Nicole just spitting facts.
Nicole really is tonight.
Nicole just spitting
Nicole
facts.
just came in like, I'm gonna lay some truths on you guys, and it will change your life. You have no idea.
Well, you can totally like simp for Mia as well. I mean, like all of these
I know I
characters
do.
that we have said are the vibe also are a smash. You know, like I don't
Case
think
you're
there's a
talking-
single.
I said smash to Mia. I don't think I've ever passed on Mia.
No, none of us ever passed on Mia. I did pass on young Mia. I don't know, the bangs, it just didn't do it for me.
I don't know. I still think they did a good job with the younger design. Like, you still saw
You realize
traces
the irony
of
of
what
simp
she would
vibes?
become.
Yeah, exactly. The simp vibes. No, but I think saying that like while Phoenix is the vibe, right? Still a smash. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Yeah.
is still like
Oh, not to derail, but I just noticed I did not put dots on Sinet's legs.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Because I'm looking at his tail and I'm like, God damn, I'm so
I
proud
also
of
have
those
to put-
stripes. They came out so good. Oh fuck, his legs don't have them.
I also have to put like his freckles on.
Mm.
But
See all the little details, you guys? There's so many.
there is so
How do
many.
we do it?
We mess up sometimes and we accept it. That's how
Yeah,
we do it.
pretty much.
That's how we do it.
Like, this is our life. Not a lot, but it's our life.
Yeah, characters, shows that are that have characters that don't have like super ships in them that I'm really like into any ships. Reagan is vibe and simp. Okay, easy done. Saitama just vibe. It's just vibe. But I'm here for
Saitama would just be a vibe.
But I don't have a simp. So Nicole is
could
right.
be a simp.
Yeah, but I don't ship them, and I don't. Genos is okay, but I don't know. It's not as much for me. So I'm just here corroborating.
Oh,
Nicole's
I
thing.
got a good one for you.
Oh yeah.
Noe and Vanitas.
No, it's vibe and Benita's a simp. You can't. I can't. I love it. It's how it is. No,
You know
it's
the
such
funniest
vibe.
thing? I don't know why this happened, but there is so much Noe content on my feed now,
Oh.
and all of it is literally just, okay, guys, this isn't a BL, but look at Noe's face every time he looks at Vanitas.
Oh, yes.
And it's just like, yeah, no, this should have been a BL.
It needed to be a BL. It had to
should've
be a
been.
BL. Like Jesus.
The ending song of season 1 is literally talking about how Vanitas changed his life.
Yeah, it's can't. But yeah,
Like,
Noah is
end me.
definitely hella vibe, and Vanitas is simp.
Okay, I can agree with that.
It's good. It's good. I'm glad you're entertained, Pastry Puff, with even not knowing what's going on.
Well,
Mars and I are
This
literally
one-
going through the catalog of anime
we're
that we
literally
have
going
seen.
through the catalog of everything we've watched together.
Yeah.
Ronaldo and Drawluke.
Ooh. Draw Luke's vibe and Ronaldo's simp.
Agreed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
That's
Drawluke
what's gotta
is
be.
classic, like, gentleman, or at least he tries
Yeah,
to
but
be.
he's
nah,
he's so vibe.
he's
Video
playing
games
in the corner.
just
he's
be a
locking
little
himself
shit
away from
sometimes.
society. Like,
Yeah.
he's a vibe.
But he also, he's also cooks. So like, yeah, we're here for it. We're here for it. And okay, and Draw Luke with his family though, such vibe.
Oh my god.
I'm so here
yeah,
for
that's
vibe.
a vibe.
It's so vibe.
Okay, this one's so random, and you might kill me for it,
Oh
but
my
I
God.
gotta. I
Oh
just
God.
thought of it.
Oh no.
Chili and Bandit.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, fuck. Mmm. Mmm. I think I have to choose its chili vibe and bandit simp.
Ew.
I feel like that's how I gotta go.
I thought you'd pick Bandit as the
I
vibe.
know, but like I could feel Chili like in my core as like a human, and all of her things with like the art and like her
Okay,
mom, and
I
I'm just
see it.
like,
You do relate to her that way.
like,
Okay.
mm.
I understand your
Yeah.
logic, your reasoning here.
And she's fucking like as a child dressed up as like She-Ra and just being like fun and like saving, like I'm it's Chili vibe. Okay. It was hard though. I think that's the hardest one you've given me.
I had to.
Yeah.
As soon as it popped in my brain, I was like, oh,
A ship you like to occasionally look at is Adrian Andrews vibe and Francisco Monkarma simp. Ooh.
Ooh. That's a fascinating one.
That is a fascinating one.
I
was
ship
hard for
Adrian
me.
Andrews and therapy.
She got it. She's
She
doing
did,
better.
and look how great it turned out for her. Clearly,
Exactly.
this relationship is working out.
Yeah. You know who I also ship? Edgeworth in therapy, but they're never gonna get together. Phoenix in therapy, but they're never gonna get together.
Never gonna happen.
Ugh. Both of those boys need to go to therapy.
Phoenix and his bicycle is the true ship.
It's what allowed Mia to be killed because he left to get his bike and let her go back alone.
Exactly.
That's who
How
Diego
dare
should
he.
really be mad at. The bicycle.
Cut to Diego just kicking Phoenix's bike and destroying it.
Everyone at AA needs to go to therapy. Yeah.
God
yeah.
damn you, bike! If it weren't for you, Mia would be alive.
Okay, let's think about it. Is there a character that doesn't need to go to therapy in Ace Attorney? Can you think of and you know, for us it's obviously just the trilogy. Can you think of any character? I would say that I think Gumshoe's doing pretty all right besides his financial struggles.
I'd pick Gumshoe. I feel like Old Bag. She just doesn't give a shit,
Or Penny
so she
Nichols.
doesn't need therapy.
She was pretty chill.
Penny was pretty chill, yeah. And she
Marcel's
didn't really
vibe
have
and
any
Fallon is
trauma
simp.
related to the case.
I'm gonna have to go with yes.
Oh.
Yeah. But to me, overall, Leos both. I love my boy. I love my boy so much. The internet has given me so much like shirtless Leos, and he's such a soft boy, and I can't.
Okay, there's either two types of Leos fan art. They either draw him super soft or super buff. There is no in between.
But no, okay, the main Leos fan art that I have seen is the like realistic type of buff, like Drax is, right? So where he's like soft, but you know he could bench you. You know, like what I'm saying? Like it's like
no, that's
nice.
the kind of buff we're here for. Then you see angular buff, like triangle buff, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah, but I'm like, that's not the Leos vibe. Is definitely the like.
See,
practical
Mason,
buff.
I'm hesitant to say Will Powers would escape therapy because he was blamed for a murder.
Yeah, but he took it in stride, if I'm being honest.
He
seemed
did
pretty
take
good
it
at
in
the
stride.
end.
That's
He was
true.
back in the game. He
Did
was doing
seem
all
well
those stuff.
adjusted.
I feel like it was pretty good.
But I don't know. I feel like if
Softy
you're
one is himbo
involved
buff.
in a murder case, like you're gonna come out of there with trauma
I
no
don't
matter
know.
what.
I feel like Kronk is like quintessential himbo, and he's definitely not softy buff, you know? Kronk is literal Dorito man.
Kronk is a triangle.
Yeah.
Kronk is a 3-point shape.
Yeah,
it has just as many brain cells.
It's rare that you get such good like lesbian representation in like anime. They're so good.
Yes, that isn't just fan service.
Yeah, they're so good.
Honestly, if Trigger if anyone was going to bring that to life, it would be Trigger. I mean, look at what they did with Kill la Kill.
Yeah, pastry puff. Wait
In the
until you
final
get
episode, you had the main
into
character
it.
declaring, "I
They're
need to
not
get back in time
canon.
for my date."
They are not canon, but they are one in the comic. Like they're definitely very close. Like
I would say
in the levels of people who care about
heavily
Fallon, it's
alluded
Leos is
to.
her brother, and then it's Marcel, right? And so it's like,
Yeah.
and then
Although
there is.
I will say I
Be
think it
careful
was
about spoilers.
in
Just saying.
I will be
Yeah.
careful. But there is in a later scene, like way later down the line, there is a thing they try to pull where like they tell Leos like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll look after the elf girl for you. I'll stay with her until her final days. That's what you want, right?" I'm like, are you trying to pull what I think you're trying to pull? You're not trying to pull what I think you're trying to pull.
People do ship that, and I don't see why. And
I
I'm
do
always
know
sad.
they ship it, but I'm like,
I'm always
nah,
sad
they're
when there's
friends.
cute, like, this is friend vibe, Leos and Marcel, and then it turns into, like, a shit. And I was like, oh, no. I'm sorry that he is a guy and she is a girl. Like, I don't.
I am sorry that our society is coded to always put
Oh, yes.
two
And
people of
then-
the opposite sex together.
And then Pastry Puff, they do make a scene that is already very intimate in the manga, very intimate in the anime, and people are
Yeah.
very happy about it. And I think rightfully so, because it's done in a not fan servicey way. It's done not
Exactly.
in like a wow, this is just showing like women because like, you know, people want to see women,
And you
right?
can
Like
tell
it's
because
soft and
of what the
caring
camera
and nice.
focuses on, what the
Yeah.
priority of the scene is.
What's
Like
what
you
they're
can
talking
tell the difference
about.
between fan service and
It just feels better.
like this is scene and this
Okay.
just happens to be the setting for it.
Incredibly minor spoilers of exactly what the scene, what they are doing in the scene, which is very vague overall
Cover your
in my
ears.
opinion. But if Pastry Puff, you would like to cover your ears, this would be the time to do so. The only reason I want to say exactly what the, like, specifically the setting is because I have a really funny parallel. And that is, so, spoilers starting now. They are in like they're in a bath, right? And so they're like washing up and everything. And you know, like I said, it's very nice. And they definitely don't focus on it as being like a very sexual thing. It's just a very like loving thing. In Fairy Tale, they actually have a scene where Lucy and another main character and another like a main villain woman, they also get in a bathtub together. And it is definitely, and even though they're not like physically really interacting at all, they are both just like two naked women sitting in a bathtub of water. It is inherently much more fan servicey than the very intimate scene that happened in Dungeon Meshi. And I think it's so wild that you could have such a dichotomy of the two, you know, the two things, and it's the same setting. I will say spoilers over unless Mars wants to comment.
Okay. Honestly, I agree with everything you said there. I mean, I've never seen Fairy Tale, so
Yeah,
I can't comment
it's just
on
wild.
that. But
Fairy Tale
speaking
is
as someone,
rife
you know,
with
who has watched a lot of anime and has definitely seen some fan service scenes and honestly kind of actively go out of my way to avoid those kind of things because
yeah, Fairy Tale's rife
I
with
don't
it.
need to see that. Like, I don't want that. I'm here for plot, not plot. Okay?
Yeah. All right. Spoilers.
All right.
Over.
It's safe to come back.
All right. Yeah, Fairy Tale is rife with like fan servicey things and very
yeah.
like, I guess the thing would be like lewd humor in like a, in my opinion, over the top way. Like there's one villain and he's literally okay, I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna tell you some really
Spoilers
wild
for Fairy
shit.
Tale.
Spoilers for Fairy Tale. Don't watch it. It's not worth it.
The disclaimer every time.
Basically, there's a villain and he's very powerful and he manages to like pin Natsu, Okay, and then he also manages to turn Lucy's clothes invisible as, like, supposedly some sort of form of torture to Natsu, which nobody really understands. And, but, but he has to close his own eyes because he's significantly more affected by it. And this is why I'm like Natsu Ace vibes. Natsu's just kind of like, she dresses like this all the time. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Half the time it's like ripped off or whatever. Who cares? And then they have to like play it up and they beat him because he can't look. And it's just like, it's obviously just very wild. And the only thing I got out of that is like, oh, I get Ace vibes from that too. Because he has multiple times where it is definitely like fan servicey moments and he just makes like a very like basic comment on it, and there's definitely like not a reaction, and I'm just like, y'all really out here shipping Nalu? Like, I don't know, man. Gray blushes around Lucy more than Natsu ever does. I'm just saying.
Ori's over here like Greylu is unappreciated.
Yeah, we're not here. Again, I don't really, literally my soul I do like Gadjul and Levi, they're cute, but my main actual ship is Praxis. Because they're so good. Wings of Fire, I have read the first, is it 5 or 6 of the graphic novels that are coming out. And I think Sundew and Willow are later. But you have talked about them, if I remember correctly, Patient Puff. I do remember those names.
I do believe so.
No, excuse me. What is
Maple
happening?
Shade and Apple Dusk. Who's the vibe? Who's the simp? This is just going to become more and more unhinged as I'm allowed to continue.
Yeah, I will say, we have gone down a rabbit hole. Well, you opened my eyes, Nicole. You have, like, feralized Mars? I don't even know what's happening over here.
You have unleashed a monster.
Yeah, you have unlocked something in Mars that is just going to terrorize us. It started with
Ashwood, and now it's going into Warrior Cats.
Yeah, okay, let's try to bring it back to anime. Moriarty the Patriot. Moriarty and Sherlock.
Okay. I am sorry. Sherlock vibe, Moriarty simp.
Oof. That one's really hard for me.
The reason I pick Sherlock as the vibe is because he's got a little more of that relatable personality.
Yeah, I think I'd have to agree.
So
in
that's
the
my
end.
choice. Like, don't get me wrong, I sympathize with Moriarty.
I mean, and then you
he
go
has
Patient
been
Puff.
through so much shit. Bleh. But yeah,
you were
no,
both
it's Sherlock all the
epiphanies
way.
and brain rot, Nicole, which is a wild thing to be, but you have achieved it. What the hell?
I neither vibe nor simp for Apple. That's valid.
But see, thus it works.
I'm just trying to pick the most unhinged thing possible to see just how far can we make this work.
Let's see.
You know, we managed to do
go.
it with Bandit and Chili. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't think it could be done, but it can.
It can be done.
How far can it go? I must know.
Mars just wants to push boundaries at this point.
I do. I
Push
really
the
do.
limit.
When do I ever get to have this much fun?
Any comic corner if you wanted to.
I mean, that's very true.
But
I never take advantage, no?
No.
Now I'm taking advantage.
This is true. Well, let's see. If Mars comes up with one more, that'll be the end of stream, I think.
Ooh. Oh, shit. It's up to me now? Okay. Oh, fuck.
Okay, I try
pick
to
a
think
good one.
too. I try to think too. I'm
What
like,
have we watched?
imagining my shelf.
Oh! Oh, I got one. I got one.
Yeah.
Yor and Lloyd.
Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. Patient Puff said push the limits, Judge and Gant.
Ugh.
Oh, this is so sad because I do ship them, and thus,
I do ship them, but I
thus,
don't
if I
like
had
Gant.
to pick, thus if I had to pick right? Judges the vibe because being clueless, you can feel it sometimes. Being dumb,
Oh, yeah.
midnight brain, you can feel it. And while I would not smash Gant, you know, if I had a taser, we could make it work. So, you know,
Gant has
Gant
the
would be the
smirk,
simp.
though.
Yeah, exactly.
Gant does have the smirk, and he's also
I'm
got like
sorry,
that
Mason.
dominant personality. Like, you know who wears the pants in that relationship, so to
Yes,
speak.
exactly.
It's Gant. He's the simp.
Alrighty.
I don't have to like it, but
No,
that
and
is
then
the
Amar said
ruling.
Yor and Lloyd. Yor is the vibe and Lloyd is the simp for me, 100%. I want to
can
be
see that.
Yor. I want to be Yor. I want to be such a badass. I don't want to be bad at cooking, but I do want to be such a badass. Okay, like, damn.
I want to be able to, you know, do flips over
Yeah.
a moving truck,
Yeah.
and you know,
Who doesn't?
get my ass kicked, but still manage to stand up and pummel the other guy.
Yeah,
That sounds awesome.
exactly. That sounds like the whole thing.
Like, she gets shit done.
She does. Just not cooking.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It's okay. And she loves Anya, and you know, so good.
Exactly.
And I mean, Lloyd
And then
definitely
Lloyd is
loves Anya
definitely
too,
simp.
but like, yeah, Lloyd is definitely simp. Every moment is so good. I feel like I'm going to agree with that when I meet them, Pastry Puff, but just because I vaguely know who Ryunosuke is. Like, I literally know what he looks like,
Feels
but I know that
right.
I'm going to play him, so I'm 99% sure that I will agree with exactly what you said here.
You usually vibe with the characters you play.
I do usually vibe with the characters I play, because also, like I said, I'm definitely a main character vibe person 99% of the time.
Absolutely.
But, alrighty, guys.
Ah, with that.
Now I have to look this up. Hold on. I have to look up Kazuo from the Green Institute. Yeah, okay, it is the person I thought he was. So we are correct. It's the person Nicole drew from. It's the other one with the
that's
red
not
headband.
the character I wanted.
It's not the character you... Yeah, you got a Konosuba?
Yeah, I got Konosuba.
Yeah, me too. Very funny.
I typed
Alright.
Kazuma and I immediately got Konosuba.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's the big one.
But looking at this guy, oh yeah, big
Yeah.
simp vibes.
Mhm.
Big.
Ready.
Look at that glare. Look at that glare.
Well,
Look
he's
at
like the
those
Edgeworth
square
analog
eyes.
if Ryunosuke is the Phoenix analog.
That's my
right?
understanding
So,
of it.
yeah. Alright, guys. Well,
It works.
thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. I know it is a half an hour early, but we started half an hour
fun
early.
One.
And we hope you will enjoy your lovely weekend. And hopefully
will
you'll
be
have
back
nice
to
weather.
Regularly scheduled programming next week,
That we
as
will.
far as my understanding, except for
Yep.
Thursday.
Thursday will be still Dungeons & Dragons related, but not on our stream. You'll learn more about that later.
Yes.
But basically, it'll
Details
be
to come.
roughly the same as normal, back to normal. Alright, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thank you to our lovely YouTube channel members and any VOD washers who have made it this far. We hope to see you all.
You guys
I
are
don't know why I
amazing.
did.
Thank you, thank you. We'll see you very soon.
Yes. We'll see you all next week. Have a lovely weekend. Good night.
An awesome weekend, you guys. Good night.
Good night, Mason.
Night, mate.